everyone, and this is the next exciting evening here on the Extreme Improv XStreamed Team Championship Festival 2020. So, we are reaching the end point of the tournament section of the festival, at least, where tonight we are going to have the first of the two semi-final rounds. Tonight we're going to see the Extreme Improv Mafia against the Extreme Improv Jesters. One of these teams will go through to be in the grand finale on Thursday. Tomorrow we're going to have the second of our semi-final rounds, but of course this wouldn't be a festival if we didn't have some fantastic guest acts, and I'm really excited to have these guys back. We had them as guests during the World Championship Festival back in August, so I would now like to welcome to the virtual stage the Histrionics. The stage is now yours, guys.
Thank you very much, David. Waiting for my good colleague Tim to join me. Yes, we are the Histrionics. Thank you so much for joining us on this Tuesday evening where we are, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for joining us then. Now we are going to tell you an improvised history lesson. We are going to make up the absolutely true, definitely happened invention of a particular object. So I believe you've been asked in advance for the name of an object and for a historical figure. This isn't necessarily the historical figure who invented the object, but they are involved somewhere along the way. We'll meet them somewhere down the line. We're getting a couple of objects and historical figures coming in. Any of them leap out at you, Mr. Tim?
Oh, Mr. Dan. Gosh. I'm the blender. As often happens in hardware shops, blenders leap out at you. Good grief, we've got John Major and the fire starter.
I think, yeah, I mean, certainly a couple do leap out. So are you are you happy to go with the invention of the blender, Tim?
I'm good with that. I've also just noticed a historical figure who could be connected to the blender, as well as William Shakespeare, Christopher Columbus.
All right, so I think we'll go with the blender, and we'll try and squeeze in more than one of these historical figures, but we'll definitely John Major will be involved in the invention of the blender somewhere along the way. We'll try and squeeze in a couple of others as well. So this
as he is involved with everything that's ever happened.
This is the history of the invention of the blender, which began a very long time ago.
Oh. Ready? Go.
You bring me mammoth chunk? It's too chunky.
Grog eats mammoth chunk and like it. Grog always been fussy boy. Like Grog, pet Grog on head.
Listen, Greg.
Yeah.
Chunks. I need my teeth are so rotten from all the chunks you bring me. I need something smooth.
Grog's teeth rotten. Greg's vocabulary markedly less advanced than Grog, but Greg know what up. We live in ancient times, which to us is modern times, but at some point be ancient.
Grog is a very modern man.
Grog have prehensile toes.
Grog waxes all the hair on his body.
This is why I married Grog. But
Greg,
we live in.
You're such a softie. Like I wish this mammoth was.
I give caveman pat on head, patty pat on head. Oh!
Oh, I think you broke my neck. But listen.
Spinal injury's just part of prehistoric love courtship.
Yes. Listen, Greg.
So, we live. Yeah?
What you gonna do about Mammoth?
Well, we live in a world where we just force food down. No matter how spiny or indigestible it is. It's just world we live in.
I wish we lived in a more advanced world.
Grog, you have brought down every precept around which our society functions. Look at you with the mammoth juice dripping down your manly chin. Oh, damn, I know why I married you now.
It just adds to the wax on my waxed hairy chest.
Yeah, we leapt to that early. We're also wearing wigs for some reason. How you like your possum wig?
I like it, but I think the possum is annoyed.
He want divorce. He want divorce real bad.
I can't please you and the possum. What I gonna do?
There's always been three of us in this relationship, Grog. You know that. You love me. You love my possums.
That's true.
Yeah. Anyway,
Greg, let us sit back and imagine what life will be like for the people to come. Sybil?
Yes, hello?
Sybil? This plate of diced elephant that you have served me, the dice are too big.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Well, you had diced the elephant in the way we do to all the elephants once they have failed us. We crossed the Alps on this one and it gave up. But then you diced it, but the dice, they are too big.
Well, I did the best I could with my rudimentary tools and the frigid atmosphere, which bites at my very soul. I cut them up a bit. Like there's some, you're not gorging on a pelvis or anything, but there's the best I could do, Murgatroyd.
Listen, what you've got to imagine, Sybil, is if these were actual dice. Could you play a game of dice with these great bloody chunks of elephant?
I don't imagine anything, Murgatroyd. You know that. No. I have never imagined a single thing. This concept is alien to me.
That's why you're so valued at court.
Thank you. In the court of Alexander the Great.
Yes.
Whose elephants we ride.
He knows that you cannot imagine taking power yourself, so he trusts you.
Absolutely. I know my place. Middle management, all the way.
Well,
so yes.
You failed to manage the middle of this elephant.
Wow, ever done with the Alpine Zingers, Murgatroyd. Good gracious me. Well, I did my best. We live in a society. There you go. I'm going to end. We live in a society. We live with not a lot of access to things to cut up elephants with.
Are you saying?
But we are still at the cutting edge.
Are you saying that in order to have chunks of food that are small enough to properly eat, we need to do away with society?
Essentially, yes. Though that's not a prediction or something I've imagined, because I can't do that.
No, you have unimaginatively thought of a lack of society. And this, Sybil, This troubles me.
Why would it trouble you? In what way is my ability to serve Alexander and yourself by riding elephants over the Alps lacking by my... Well, I suppose I don't think outside the box that much.
No. Which makes this remark of yours even more alarming, that you would do away with society.
Well, I can't imagine the consequences. And as a lot of, in the same manner as a lot of people in the world who can't imagine the consequences of the things they declare, I think we should just get rid of it all.
Well,
you've pushed me now. I'm going to burn down this entire stockade. Hang on.
Would you like a match?
Oh, I was just looking for one. Thanks.
Yeah.
Cheers. Thank you. Yeah, we've kept that quiet to us. We've kept that quiet, haven't we? Inventing the matches.
Yes.
The match and the matches. Yeah.
The match and the matches.
Yeah. Who knows? Sorry?
They are branded. Swan Vestals.
They are. That was a canny move on your part. Yes. Who knows if that may have repercussions somewhere down the line?
Who knows?
I feel time should pass now. Here we go. Ooh.
Are you one of his or one of hers?
I'm one of mine, sir. Though, if I had to pick one or the other, one or t'other, I would say hers.
Then well met. We are both supporters of Matilda in this anarchic time of civil war in the 12th century.
Oh, thank you. Wonderful. I entered this smoky hut to relieve myself, and I was not knowing whether I would encounter adherents to the other side of the battle.
And yet you went ahead and began anyway, as I can see from the puddle form.
I did. I'm going now. It was a little awkward that you started talking to me, but I thought I'd just roll with it. If you don't mind,
I could not see what you were doing, and now I smell what you are doing.
I'm nearly done. I'm just going to tap off. Oh, there we go. Ooh, pull me kilt up. Yes, hello. Yes, you wanted to say something to me.
Well, I've identified you as a fellow supporter of Queen Matilda during the Civil War of the 12th century. I don't know why I feel interested by what century it is, but there we go. Now, when you're living in the 12th, how could it possibly get any better? Well, I hope that one day, maybe in the 13th or 14th century, this endless civil war will end and we will finally get our society back.
I find it hard to imagine that there will be a 13th or 14th century. As with many people want to make declarations, I'm entirely convinced that the world is coming to an end.
I just cannot believe that we have descended into anarchy, so we have rejected our civilization.
It's almost like someone threw out the idea of destroying society on a whim, and then just doubled down all the way.
Would you like a very, very small piece of venison, by the way?
Oh, go on then. Oh, thank you very much. I'm just I will pop it in my knapsack for later. That's what you put food. You put it in your knapsack.
It is small enough to fit in a knapsack.
I do. I had a nightmare about it the other week. That's a reference. Anyway, yes. Thank you. How did you? It's curiously cut up.
Ah, well.
that's a fascinating piece of work right there.
Yes. Well, it's a funny thing, really. But before the war, when we had society,
Yeah.
eat deer whole, as everyone does. But now we've descended into civil war, and there are so many weapons, and so few people left alive to use them, that I have begun putting the weapons to other uses.
Magnificent. You're right. You're never more than 6 feet away from a halberd at this point. Yeah, so...
Hello? Did you call, sir? No, Albert. I said Halbert. Go and wait in the corner, Albert. Very well.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Hello, afternoon. I'm selling fish here. Would you like a halibut? Someone asked for halibut.
A halbut.
What? Oh, God damn it. Every time. Sorry about that. Yes.
I thought I was well hidden in this smoky hut, but everyone can find it.
I know. It is a gent.
Oh.
So it's going to be, yeah.
Yes.
I know. Have you been coming in here at other times of the day, not aware that it's a public toilet?
No. When I need to relieve myself, I go into the woods yonder.
You do? Oh well, excellent. Is that where you did? Is that where you did the cutting up of the food? Bringing it back to topic.
Yes. That's.
Yes.
I went into the woods to relieve myself and saw a frolicking deer.
Hooray! What was its name?
Well, as I butchered it, it screamed out that its name was Bambi.
Oh, harsh! Wow. Oh, so I mean, I killed a deer the other day. A curiously maternal one. There may be even a family line there. We may have wiped that family out, but this is the end of history.
A good day's work.
So yeah. So you cut up this deer.
Not just cut up. I used this spinning device.
What? Oh, there's it tore the deer to pieces. That's incredible.
It did.
It rendered it from life and limb.
It bloody rendered it.
It bloody rendered it. Good grief! Well, when we should say it bloody rendered it over and over again. And that word can can definitely not, be corrupted over time. No. I think some time should pass now. Can you see anything?
No.
All right. Okay.
Can you?
I think some more time should pass now.
Okay.
Can you see anything?
Very faintly.
That's an improvement.
But I can't make it out.
Have you put on your spectacles? There we go. With inexorable slowness and drama. Can you see better now?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. And what can you see better now?
I can see the doorknob. We can open the door and leave.
Wonderful, Horace. We can go out into the wintry night.
Oh. That sounds cold.
Say again, Horace?
That sounds cold, Boris.
It is, Horace. That's what winter's for. Yes. So, I notice you've been improving your eyesight, which is a good
Thank
thing.
you.
With the relatively rare development of spectacles in the I'm going to say 16th century, just say a thing. At this time, but your eyes have never been too good.
No.
So I thought I'd help you out.
Forward to seeing the new play by Master Shakespeare.
I have to. Oh, that hack. When did he ever write his own stuff? All the time. When did he ever write his own stuff?
Oh, well, I did hear a rumor that Master Marlowe was behind his most recent work.
I know that's been going around the artistic community for a while. It's already irritating.
But I believe it was Master Shakespeare. I believe that the world will for many years remember his greatest work, the bloody rendering.
The bloody rendering, or have as you will.
Yes.
Yes.
And I was so hoping to see it, but my eyes were too weak.
Well, I thought I might help you out with your ocular ability there, because I'm very fond of old wives' tales. So I've cut up a variety of carrots in this electrically powered bloody renderer.
What did you say it was powered by?
It's an invention of my own. Descended as we are from the people who suddenly invented matches. I've invented electricity. So here's a bloody renderer.
Oh, thank you.
In trying to help him see, I've ended his life.
It won't do.
It won't. What won't do?
The meals in this gentleman's club.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Boris. I invited you here hoping they'd pull out all the stops tonight. But no, it's markedly subpar. You're right.
These chunks of fine fish are too small. I demand that the kitchen ceases using a blender immediately.
They're too small. You're right. It's an insult. We've come too far. We've come too far, Boris.
No, Kevin. I feel that this war between the small chunks and the big chunks, it just goes back and forth over the centuries.
I know. We're just fighting over the same ground, as is humanity's want.
We must wait, I feel, for this country to be led by a real man, by someone of such dynamism and exuberance and strength.
Good God.
That he will be able to define the correct size of chunk. But I calculate that such a man will not lead this country until the 1990s.
Good. Marvelous. What rank in the military will he what word comes to mind in your brain, your prophesying brain?
I feel.
What is he? Would he be a general or a lieutenant?
I feel that a captain would be to do him a disservice, but a colonel, no, he needs to be a man of the people. I feel that a major will one day lead us.
A major?
imagine.
Mr. Major?
Oh, hello.
Yes. Oh, gosh. Whoa. Blew me away with your raw charisma there. You okay?
I must apologise.
No. Well,
I got a bit carried away with excitement.
God, you
The
just...
new policy my party will now announce.
You're right. Yes, that's... Sorry, did you say something? Yes. Well, I'm just here to bring you your notes for your speech, and your unifying speech about the need to bring the big chunks and the little chunks together after so many years, after the brutal civil wars of the 80s.
That's
over
right.
Over chunk size.
Yes, my predecessor said there is no such thing as society, but that is precisely the thinking that has got us into the perilous position that Britain is in today.
There wasn't such a thing as a society for many years in this timeline.
That's quite right. But now, finally, the people who like their small chunks and the people who like their large chunks can eat them together in unity with the new adjustable blender that the Conservative Party will be assigning to every household.
God, it's a new dawn. John Major, thank you. Thank you for all you do.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go and eat my medium-sized pieces of beef with some peas.
What a man. And that's our show, I think.
That's our show, it is.
That would be the end. Hooray.
We reached Major.
Hey, we reached peak Major.
Thank you so much for joining Histrionics for this history lesson of the blender.
Well
Once
done,
again,
guys. Thank you
history
very
has come
much.
to an end. Thanks. Hooray.
Okay, lovely guys. So, do you want to let everyone know where else they can find you? If you've got any other things coming up, I know obviously we're back in second lockdown, but what's going on, guys? Tell me things.
We don't have any shows coming up, but funny you should say that because we've been doing Histrionics for about 2.5 years now, and literally about an hour before tonight's show started, I finally made us a Facebook page.
No, Dan, this is amazing. This is like, I need to find the last show as well, because at the end I said the similar thing. And you were like, it's coming soon, and look at that.
So, yeah, if you find Histrionics on Facebook, at Histrionics Improv, or just search for Histrionics, you could become the first ever person to like our brand new Facebook page.
Well, try and beat me to it, audience, because I will do it as soon as I'm done streaming tonight. So, audience, go and like the Histrionics. That's great, guys. Brilliant stuff. Really enjoy your show. Lovely journey through time we've just got from Hugh. Matilda I'm not sure what that comment refers to. Someone likes your castle, though, so cool castle. And, yeah, we had loads of fun suggestions for you to use there, and you used, obviously, the ones you did. But thank you so much, guys. I will put us onto a brief holding screen in a second. And then, audience, I will tell you that you don't need to go anywhere, because a brilliant show, guys, says Arushi Kataria on YouTube. Audience, always feel free to keep putting those comments in. These guys would love to hear it. But then we'll be back in a few minutes. Just over 20 minutes with the Extreme Improv Team Championship semi-final. So don't go anywhere. I'm going to put us onto the holding screen now. See you soon. Okay, audience, welcome back, welcome back. I just wanted to give you a brief update here, just because there is still a few minutes until our next show, and it will be the semi-final match. We're going to have the semi-final match. I'm going to show you who it's between. Just because I've sort of got these ready. They might overlap. So we are going to have the Jesters, and they are going to be up against the Mafia. No, they don't overlap. So in a few minutes, we're going to have the Extreme Improv Mafia going against the Extreme Improv Jesters. So, audience, if you're watching this, here's a little bit of funsies for you here. Now, obviously, there's been all of the different Extreme Improv teams, the Werewolves, the Mafia, the Ligers, the Mecha Dolphins, and so on and so forth. But each team and each team name does have a little bit of a story behind them. So obviously we have the Extreme Improv Werewolves, and as you can see, there is their logo there, because it's also the logo for the Revenge of the Werewolf show, which I'm sad to say does not have a show this week. I think that's correct, but will not have a show this week, this Friday, just because we'll have been streaming for 16 days straight without a break, and we're going to have this tiny break there. I'm going to take these logos off because now they're just covering me. But just talking about these ones here, can I get my hand underneath? The Mafia. Now, if anyone knows what the game Werewolf, that's Revenge of the Werewolf, is based on, another name for the same game is Mafia. So at some point in the future, we are going to do a version of Revenge of the Werewolf, which will be tailored more to be around Mafia. So that's a little exclusive announcement for you there. The Jesters, just to bring it up there, you can see our two mascot clowns, Fidget the Clown and Bridget the Clown, Fidget and Bridget. And Fidget the Clown is actually the name of the clown when I have performed as a clown. So that's the story behind that one. And I did once have to do a pantomime where I had to play Fidget's own sister, and that's where Bridget the Clown came from. So in a sense, they're both me. So, what about any of the others? You guys can tell me what you think. We know that the Biscuit Patrol was suggested, and it was one of the suggested names when I asked for suggestions for potential team names. And I think Brenna Judkins gave that suggestion of Biscuit Patrol, and then it was voted as one of the extra teams in there. But there are stories behind all of them. So, who's your favourite team, by the way? So it might be to do with the performers that you're rooting for. It might be to do with which team sounds like it's got the coolest name, has the best logo, or has the best ethos. Who knows? Who knows, guys? So let's just check the time here. We've got 14 minutes until we're going to rock and roll. But we've still got lots and lots of exciting things coming up. There are some workshops. Go over to extremeimprov.co.uk, and then on the schedule you'll see about the various workshops that we've got lined up for this month. You will also be able to find out about all of the other guest shows. So even though the championship will have its grand finale on Thursday the 12th, there's going to be a little bit of an overspill. So that, like I said, there won't be shows this Friday. But next week we'll be back with the Extreme show on Wednesday and Thursday, and we're going to have Extreme Improv Jason Statham's Big Vacation, which I believe will be on Thursday. It might be Wednesday next week, so do check the schedule, which we're really looking forward to having, and there may be one or two other surprises along the way. So do look out for those, because there's still a lot to come. And so with this, there's just over 10 minutes until we have our first semi-final. It's going to be our first semi-final, which is going to be the Extreme Improv Mafia, the Mafioso, against the Jesters. So which side are you on? Who are you rooting for? If you're rooting for a particular team, as we have learnt in a few shows in the last few days, the votes really do matter. The bonus points really do matter. And sometimes there can be a technical hiccup here or there, but make sure that you vote for your team. Just because we had one a couple of days ago, I think it was when the Vampire Penguins went through. They went through because they did very well throughout the show to get the bonus points. But then when it came to the vote, it was so incredibly close that it came down to one vote, and You have to obviously get your votes in during the voting window. And there was one vote that came through late, which would have resulted in being a tie. We did actually have a tie during the opening round, where Brenner and Diz, for the teams they were on, the Unicorns and the Geek Squadron, had to have a tie-breaking round. So there's loads of things that can happen, loads of drama, loads of excitement. So do check it out. Let people know, guys. Let people know. We've been doing these Extreme Improv XStreamed live streams for over 100 shows now. We've had over 200 shows that we've put out on these channels, including all of our amazing guest shows, like we just saw the Histrionics, like we've also had all of the Revenge of the Werewolf shows, and we've had lots of other guest shows. We've still got lots of guest shows coming up. We've got Multiverse Improv. We've got who else do we have? We've got the Improbotics, and we've got lots more. Katie Tranter asks, David, when do you sleep? I don't. I don't. You know, I have evolved beyond the need of sleep, but I do sleep. I find time to sleep here and there. Can't wait for this tonight. Go Jesters, says Sandra. Oh, George. It's become a long-running gag here, whereas we have people on the show or people in the audience, and if their name is George, we say Oh George because of Samuel Oh George. And if you haven't followed Samuel O. George on social media, that is actually his Twitter and Instagram handle. So follow Sam, because he's a good guy, and you know, he'd appreciate that. Arushi says, I watch almost all shows. Awesome streams. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. If we want to perform, where can we reach you, David? Arushi, I'd love you to perform. You can go to the Facebook page, which is Extreme Improv, and you can send us a message. Give us a like whilst you're there if you haven't already. But we have a group for performers called Extreme Improv XStreamed. It's a group for performers, and not during this last couple of weeks, just because we've had the festival on, which have got set performers and set guest shows. But usually every Monday I will post saying, this Wednesday we're going to have Extreme Improv XStreamed, 8:30 PM UK time, and on Thursday we're going to have it again. Friday there'll be a matinee, and Friday night there will be a Revenge of the Werewolf show. If you'd like to do it, just put a comment with your name in. I usually try to get everyone onto whichever shows they're available for. But if you say, like, I'm available for Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, I might have to say, okay, can I have you Wednesday and Friday, just because there's someone else that can just do Thursday. But usually I can be very accommodating and try to get... I always love having new players come in, because it keeps things fresh, it keeps us on our toes as well. But anyway, it's been nice having this little chat, actually. What else have we got? Katie says, I hope you're drinking enough water and eating vegetables too. I had a vegetable finger this week, which is like a fish finger, but it's got like corn in it. That's a true story, but yes, I have had some vegetables as well. I don't know if I've always had 5 a day, but it's probably some days where I've had more than my 5 a day. And Arushi says, definitely thanks, but also water. I should get some water, that is a good idea. But, okay guys, I've enjoyed this little chat. I'm going to go onto the holding screen now. So do stay with us, because in just a few minutes we're going to have the Extreme Improv Mafia against the Jesters to find out who will be our first grand finalist. Don't go anywhere, and we'll be back in a moment. Okay, hello everyone. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Can everyone say a nice big hello for me?
Nice big hello for me.
Oh, there we go.
hello.
So, welcome everyone to the Extreme Improv Extremed Team Championship. This is the first semi-final round. Yes, there are 4 teams remaining in the championship, and after tonight we will have our first grand finalist team. So, let's first of all meet the players. Actually, I say first of all, before we meet the players, first things first that I always need to do is direct our audience's eyes to the bottom of the screen. You will see that it says suggestion box, and currently in the suggestion box it says support the show. Subscribe at www.youtube.com/extreme improv. So whichever platform you're watching on, and we are on a lot of different platforms tonight. You can watch us on facebook.com/extreme improv, twitch.tv/extreme improv, and of course YouTube. Whichever one you're watching on, give us a like, follow us, subscribe on any or all of them, and that would be amazing. And by all means, get ready to give us lots of suggestions, because in that suggestion box, I'm going to change up what it says. So I'm going to take away the plug for YouTube, and I'm going to ask our audience to please put into the comment section on whichever platform you're watching suggestions of a word. Please put some suggestions of words into the comment section, and we will use it to inspire our opening game. Now, periodically throughout the show, I'm going to change what's in the suggestion box, and as you may notice right now, there's sometimes a little bit of gentle lightning in the background. If you spot that, that just means that I have changed the word, changed the suggestion that we're looking for. Also, feel free in the comments throughout the show to give us lots and lots of comments, lots of funny little quips and feedback for how you think we're doing. And of course, I will talk about the voting and point system in a moment. For now though, whilst we're getting these suggestions of words, let's meet our players. Starting with the Mafia. So, playing for the Mafia tonight, we have Corey. Say hello to the people.
Hey there, folks. How you doing? I'm from Canada there, buds.
Okay, now, speaking of good buds of mine, let's go over to Augusto. Say hello to the people.
Hello everyone, I'm Augusta from Brazil. Bessie, vote for me, please.
Okay, and someone else who is used to saying vote for me please is JJ. Say hello to the people.
How you doing? Vote for the Mafia, otherwise you'll get a visit, you know what I'm saying?
And someone I always know what they're saying is Chris. Say hello to the people.
Hey everybody, I'm also from Canada. Please vote for the Mafia, please.
Okay, I've ended that on please again. So, someone else I am also pleased to see back is David. Say hello to the people.
Hi, I'm David S. from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I make the difference because, you know, Mr. Pistansky is also a Dave. There's a lot of us.
There is. Although, I have been teaching for 6 years at a school, and there's been many, many children go through, and none of the boys have ever been called David. I feel like it is a name that may be dying out in some parts.
The girls, however,
are all called David. Yes. So, with that joke, I think it's now time to meet our Jesters. Let's meet our Jesters, starting with our current reigning and defending Extreme Improv Extremed World Champion, Ashley. Say hello to the people.
Hello to the people. I'm Ashley. I'm in Southend, Essex. And my bereavement counsellor died yesterday, and she must have been good, because I felt nothing. No? Okay.
I have nothing to say after that, so I'm going to see if Jen, do you have something to say to greet the people?
Hello, people. I'm Jen. It's great to be here. I put glitter on my face just to spice things up. I'm alone in my house with my cat, so I've made an effort. You make an effort. You vote for us. Yay!
Yay! And
Thanks
speaking of yay, you may have noticed that Hannah has regenerated Doctor Who style into Joanna, which kind of rhymes with Hannah, so that works out nicely. Say hello to the people.
Hi, I'm Joanna. I'm in Chester in England, and I have brought my own audience.
Hey!
Oh my god, and he barked. Yes, amazing.
And he will vote for us.
Amazing. Dogs and cats and just generally animals usually help get votes. So we'll see what happens there. Hannah should be joining us a little later on, and hopefully Joanna won't want to run away at that point. But so do give it Joanna a nice warm welcome. And speaking of nice and warm, Devansh, say hello to the people.
Hello everyone, I am Devansh, and just like Kamala Harris, I am half Indian. So if you vote for the other team, you're voting for Trump. Just like
Whoa, okay.
Oh dear, a jester who isn't funny. Oh.
Okay, and lastly, with his jester hat on, it's James. Say hello to the people.
Hello to the people. I am James. I am a jester. And sticking with the animal theme, I actually have a goldfish here in my family home. He's buried in my garden. I had him when I was 10 years old and I loved him greatly.
Aww. How much depth did we get into our introductions there? Okay, so audience. Let's have a quick look over at the audience section. Shavika says, go Jesters. Gemma says, hello Ashley and James. Shruti says, go Devansh. Sandra says, go Joanna. Let's see what else we've got. We've got lots of suggestions of words, and that's perfect, audience. I really appreciate you giving us lots of comments and feedback, because it's going to be very relevant throughout the show. Because to decide who will go through to the grand finale, there will be points and votes, and this is the way it works. Throughout the show, there will be various points where I ask you to vote on your favourite performer or your favourite team, and whichever team gets the most votes in those particular instances will get a bonus point. I also have the ability to award bonus points on certain games, and if I think someone does something especially deserving of a bonus point. But then the big vote will come at the end of the show tonight, whereby there will be a couple of minutes where you can put in all your votes, and every vote will be added up to the bonus points to find out who will go through. So with this, let's see what word we've got to inspire our opening game. So we have the word rendezvous, as suggested by Arushi. Rendezvous. So we're going to use a rendezvous to inspire our opening scene. And we are going to start off with a game of Duo Verbatim. We're going to start off with a game of Duo Verbatim. And the way this works is that there will be two performers who will have 45 seconds to perform a scene inspired by the word rendezvous. Once they've performed their 45-second scene, I'm going to come to another two performers who will have 45 seconds to attempt to recreate the original scene as precisely, as verbatim as they can. Starting us off, let's have two of the Mafia. Can we, in fact, start with David and Chris? David and Chris, you're going to have 45 seconds to create a scene inspired by the word rendezvous. If everyone else takes out their camera view, stop the video, that would be fantastic. You will have 45 seconds on the clock, and here you go.
Hey, did you hear about the little trip?
The one out to the middle of the desert? Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, right out to the middle. Right in the middle of the whole thing, where there's nothing to save you.
A 6 foot deep by 6 foot wide hole. You're going to be able to plant that ficus tree right there. Mm-hmm.
2 shovels. Ready for the shoveling.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta get down there real good.
Well,
and that is 45 seconds. Well done there, David and Chris. Okay, so next up, I'm going to come to two members of the Jesters. Could we please have Ashley and Jen? Ashley and Jen, you will now have 45 seconds to recreate Chris and David's original performance as precisely as you can.
Go on,
and
you can be it then.
Here you go.
Did you see the thing buried?
I I did see the thing happen.
I see. I was looking more at you. Yeah, buried 6 feet down. It was.
We were gonna go 6 foot deep and 6 foot wide to plant that fuck it tree.
That's right. 6 foot deep, 6 foot down. Hold on a minute. I think I've transformed into you.
I have become you.
And that is 45 seconds. Well done. Okay, thank you very much, Jen and Ashley. Now, back over to the Mafia. Could I please invite Augusto and Corey? Augusto and Corey. You will now have 45 seconds to recreate Jen and Ashley's recreation of Chris and David's original scene. For clarity, you are not recreating Chris and David, you are just recreating Jen and Ashley. So, Ashley, if I could ask you to take out that camera view.
I'm so sorry.
It's all right. Looks like you're having a nice drink there. 45 seconds on the clock, and here you go.
Oh, okay, I'll let you do it. Okay, yeah, go ahead, please, go ahead. Go ahead, then.
Can I hear you first? Just making math here.
Oh, what was it? Sorry, no, I was watching your character. Deep hole. Dig him for 6 feet under.
Just in the middle.
Okay, yeah. We switch characters now. We've got to bury the body. We've got to bury the body.
We do it. Definitely do it.
Okay. Hello.
And that is 45 seconds. Well done, well done. So, next up, we are going to come to James and Joanna. James and Joanna. So, James and Joanna, you are now going to have 45 seconds to recreate Augusto and Corey's recreation of Jen and Ashley's recreation of Chris and David's original performance. For clarity, you are not recreating anyone else other than Augusto and Corey. 45 seconds on the clock. Ashley, you are once again...
Oh my god, Jiminy Cricket.
And here you go.
Hey, are you doing that character? Or,
No, I'm counting. I'm counting.
Oh, 6 foot. It was 6 foot.
Yeah.
6 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 foot. You're doing the character and it was 6 foot, okay? Yeah?
Yeah.
All good?
Yep. 6 foot under. Yep.
6 foot, I think, when we were digging. We were digging there. Yeah, cover it all. There we go. That was it, wasn't it?
And that is time. Well done, well done. So, audience, we're now going to take things full circle. In a moment, we're going to ask back David and Chris, who will have 45 seconds to recreate James and Joanna's recreation of Augusto and Corey's recreation of Jen and Ashley's recreation of their own original performance. So, Chris and David, if you could come back, and here you go.
Did you hear about the thing with the... am I the right character with the guy with the character?
Like in the middle of the desert, we're going to be digging a hole, and that's where we're going to bury the body.
Well, hopefully we can get down there inside. And
Yeah,
I mean, am I covered up with them? Yeah.
Wait, am I the character or are you the character?
I don't know. Hey, hang on. I gotta find out. Okay. Yeah. Count the numbers. You gotta count the numbers. It's 6 feet by. Gotta get down there.
We'll bury this body.
Yeah, we gotta bury him real quick. Yeah.
Shovels. We need shovels.
And that is 45 seconds. Everyone, come on back. Everyone, come on back. So, audience, in a moment it is going to be voting time to find out who will get our first bonus point of the show. We will ask you to vote for whichever team or pairing you felt did the best recreation. Now, just to reiterate who we had, first of all, we saw Jen and Ashley from the Jesters doing a recreation, and then we saw Augusto and Corey for the Mafia doing a recreation, followed by James and Joanna for the Jesters doing a recreation, and lastly, we took things full circle back to Chris and David doing the final recreation. Do remember that David and Chris's original performance is not up for scrutiny here. It's just who did the best recreation. So you can either vote for the pairing, Chris and David, Jen and Ashley, Augusto and Corey, or James and Joanna, or you can vote Mafia or Jesters. Mafia or Jesters. Put your votes into the comment section now. 30 seconds on the clock. So, let's just have a quick look at the comment section, and here we see Michael Tufnell says hi. Hi, Michael.
Michael.
Hope you're doing well, Michael. It'd be nice to see you back here on the shows again at some point soon. Audience, you'll also see at the suggestion box, I've now asked for suggestions of famous movies. So if you could give us some famous movies, that would be great, and we'll use them for an upcoming game. And let's see what else we've got. We've got lots more suggestions of words. Let's have a look. Jignasha says the Jesters are dark and the Mafias are cute. So, there you go. There you go. Interesting, interesting. But let's see what we've got coming through. So, if you could help me keep track of votes, performers, I will trust you until I find that I don't trust you anymore. And let's see what we've got. We've got votes for Jen with the Jesters, Jesters, Augusto and Corey use for the use of their hair alone. Joanna and James, Mafia, Jesters, Ashley and Jen, Jesters, 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 go Jesters. Jen and Ashley, Jesters, 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 Jesters. Michael says hi again. And let's see, Jesters win. Michael says I would love to. Jesters, Jesters, and I think Jesters, 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 Jesters. Audience. One person has definitely voted more than once there. Let me just double check.
Wow, isn't that amazing, Devansh, that 14 Indians from Mumbai have voted Jesters? That's bizarre.
Okay, let's have a look here.
Take it to the Supreme Court then, babe.
Oh no, I'm going to, mate. I'm going to.
Stop the count. Okay. So let me just check here. So specifically, Shruti, I just need to make sure that you understand. You can vote once because there's a few comments there. So audience, vote once, or I might discount all of the votes from that person.
Voted 4 times.
So let me worry about this, guys. Let me worry about this. We're still only one game in. One game in, guys. One. So I say the bonus point does go to the Jesters there. So well done. So after that almost fighting talk there, we have 2 performers who have yet to do anything. JJ and Devansh. JJ and Devansh. I would like you guys to be in a scene which we're just going to have between the 2 of you. And this is going to be a game of statement battle. Statement battle. The way it works is there will be 2 minutes on the clock. Everything you say in this scene has to be a statement. You're not allowed to say anything that is a question at all. You will each have 3 mistakes that you're allowed to make, so like 3 lives. And whoever has the most lives left at the end of the scene, or at the end of the 2 minutes, will win. So, let's have a look for a word that it will be based around. A couple of other rules, as always. I don't allow long hesitations, and on a game of statements only, I am particularly harsh on that rule. And we also don't allow what I deem to be a circular conversation. So if it uses a limited vocabulary and doesn't push the story forwards, then I will penalise someone. So let's have a look here. So the word to inspire this is going to be majestic. We're going to have this scene inspired by the word majestic. There will be 2 minutes on the clock. You're allowed up to, well, you have 3 lives each. Statement battle. Begin.
You're rather majestic.
Thank you so much, my dear friend.
I aim to please.
You can please me if you know what I mean.
If you know what I mean, I think that's a
the
question, so you lose one life to Vanch.
You said a question there.
Okay, that's a question.
No, it's not.
Can you repeat? I couldn't hear you, sorry. No, I can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so if there's a tech issue, I may or may not be cruel. We'll see how this
I
pans
went
out.
blank. Sorry, I went blank.
Okay. If you go blank, try not to ask a question. Go.
Okay.
You, still majestic?
I am majestic.
That's a question, JJ. Lose your life.
It's a statement. With a slight question mark at the end.
This is tough.
Your internet is fine now.
It's a very expensive package.
£14 a month for your internet.
We pay in rupees. India.
Rupees, the currency of India.
Oh, that was questioning. Sorry, JJ. Lose a life.
It's not a question!
It was.
You ruled us for 200 years.
That's a statement, yeah?
Oh, and I'm going to say that made it a question by asking the clarifying yeah at the end.
It makes no difference. Whatever I say, it's a question.
Okay. So, that is a tricky game, guys. That is a tricky game, but well done there. Well done.
That was something.
So, bonus point goes to the Jesters there. And
we needed that, thank you.
Okay, so I will only get, but here's the thing, I will only give the one bonus point rather than two, because I'm going to say your earlier question about the lag was a question. So, okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look what we've got here. Audience, I asked you for suggestions of some famous movies, so that must mean it is almost time. Yes, we're going to play 1 Minute Remake. We're going to play a 1 Minute Remake. And the way this works is we're going to have two performers in the scene together, and they will have 1 minute to remake an entire movie. They're not just going to be remaking one scene or playing one character each. They're going to be playing all of the characters, doing the beginning, middle, and end of the story, and just condensing the entire movie down into 1 minute. So, let's have a look. And in fact, audience, you've given us a lot, so let's change what we're looking for in the suggestion box. Could you now give us some suggestions of professions? Give us some suggestions of professions, please. Okay, to go first, let's have two Jesters. Can we have James and Ashley? James and Ashley. I would like you guys to remake, as suggested by Eva Martini, the Lego Movie. I would like you to remake the Lego Movie in 1 minute. And performers, the last thing I'll give as a tip is do not use this time to describe the movie. You are acting it out. If you don't know the movie, it's only 1 minute. Just make up what you think the movie with that title should be. And here you go.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when you live in a dream.
Hey Tom, this is so cool.
Everything is awesome in awesome Lego Town.
Everything is made of us. I love this world. Nothing could go
Except
wrong.
Will Ferrell is here, and he's...
Where's Will Ferrell? Oh no! Will Ferrell's gonna destroy us all. He's gonna break us down into little pieces.
Shut up, unless you can design your own stuff.
Design our own stuff? But we've been taught to be made by other people. How can we think like that? We don't have free will.
Hi, I'm a strong female lead, and I don't think you can do it because I'm punk rock, but maybe I can believe in you. Maybe you are Chris Pratt.
And that is 1 minute. That is 1 minute. Well done. 1 minute. Yeah, I like the use of the camera work there, Ashley. That was very good. Very good.
I took a course recently,
Inventive.
thank you.
So next up, let's have 2 Mafia. Could we now please have Corey and Chris? Corey and Chris. So let's find a movie for you guys to recreate. I would like you guys to recreate... Oh, yes. Supergirl, the movie. Supergirl, the movie. And here you go.
How can I help? Yeah, Supergirl. The supermarket is being robbed currently. So if you could help with that, that would be
No problem.
incredible. Yeah. All right. I forgot to mention.
I've just used my super.
No, I forgot to mention. I'm the one doing the robbing. Okay.
You're the one. Oh yeah. We'll take this blast.
Thank you, Supergirl. Thank you. You saved us. You saved the whole world.
That's right. Better than a man.
Yes, you are. Hey,
I was gonna fly off. What do you need?
I was just gonna say, I need to file my taxes still. Can you help with that?
Nope.
What? Oh no! Now I'm a tax evader.
Okay, I'm back. I'll do your taxes.
Okay, thank you for
And scene. Well done, well done. Okay, lovely, lovely stuff. Do you know what? The mask, like, when you cut the eye holes, they don't quite reach the eyes. So, okay. Now, let's have a look. Let's have Jen and Joanna. Jen and Joanna. And let's have a look here. Jen and Joanna. Let's find a movie for you. Just to clarify for Annette Edwards, no dead people can vote. That is correct. Dead people can't vote. So, right. I would like you to remake... let's find something good. The Sound of Music. The Sound of Music. And here you go.
Oh my god, no! The Germans are coming!
Go, 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 go.
Now, children, everybody come with me. I'm a nun and nobody knows how to solve my problem. Or something. How do you solve a problem like Maria?
How do you solve the problem like me?
Quick, go to the place and look after the captain's children. Okay. Let's do the big number. Let's just do the big number. The hills are alive with the sound of muse. Oh, I think I'm falling in love with you, Captain.
And that is time. Well done, well done. Lovely stuff. Everyone come on back.
I mean,
So-
I just said the dead voting comment was my mother.
Okay.
Oh, pull that string.
Right,
Says a
so,
lot, doesn't
okay, next up for the Mafia, we are going to have JJ and Augusto. JJ and Augusto, I would like you to remake the movie The Usual Suspects. The Usual Suspects, very fitting for the Mafia. And here you go.
So, there's 7 of us all lined up, all looking different. Which one of us is the evil one?
I'm not the evil one, but I like to kill a guy who killed my dad.
You look evil when you say that, but maybe you're not the usual suspect.
I'm not an evil. I'm just looking for justice.
Justice?
Yeah.
Justice don't exist here, boy.
I don't think so. I believe in justice, and I can't do it.
What's justice about having different names like orange, green, pink, and blue?
I don't have a different name. I am what I am, and I'm gonna kill it. I want a justice. Justice.
That reminds me of a song, but let's not go there. So, who do you think the bad guy really is?
I think he is an evil.
And that is time. Well done, well done. Everyone come on back. Everyone come on back. So, we are now once again in the situation with odd numbers on the team, where we will have 2 solo 1-minute remakes. First up, Devansh. Devansh, let's find a movie for you. I would like you to remake the film. What have we got here? Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Oh, perfect.
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And here you go.
Have you seen Harry Potter? Oh, you're going to watch this movie then. That's it. That's pretty much it. Oh, there are the small creatures there. Oh, I can see that. Oh, what is that? Doesn't matter. It's in my bag. It's going to steal your money. Just like J.K. Rowling. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're just going to do some magic. It's going to be fantastic. There's going to be a generic-ass villain. He's going to do nothing until the end, and then we are going to defeat it. How are we going to do that? With the magical beasts, of course. Why are they magical in the first place? Because J.K. Rowling wrote a small handbook, and we decided to make money off of it. That was pretty much it, the entire movie. And once again, have you seen Harry Potter? It is a ripoff. We are trying to just, make money off it. Also, is there Voldemort in it? Nah, just a stupid-ass villain. Oh, there's Johnny Depp in it, I've heard. I'm not pretty sure about it. He might be there. They want to make money. But they made 2 of these. Second one, exactly the same. Nothing different happens. There are fantastic beasts, and they defeat a generic cast villain. And that's pretty much the entire movie. And the sequel as well.
And that is time. Well done, well done. So, do you remember at the beginning when I said you're not describing the movie?
How are you reviewing the movie?
There we go. So, that must mean... Last up, David. David, let's find a movie for you. I would like you to remake for us 3 Men and a Little Lady. 3 Men and a Little Lady. And here you go.
I'm a bachelor. Me too. I probably have a romantic interest. I don't remember because this was 20 years ago. 30 years ago. Misters, are you going to be my daddies? Number 1, don't drop the camera. Number 2, only one of us can be your daddy. That's right. I mean, why can't we all be her father? Because neither one of us wants to be the father. I'm just saying, you take her to school, I'll take her to the park, and one of you read her a bedtime story. Hey, look, I've got a romantic interest that I have to deal with. Misters, do you want to buy some candy if you're not going to be my dad? Shut up, you. It's the 90s. Child abuse wasn't a thing yet.
And on that note, well done, David. Everyone, come on back. So,
I really want to recreate that.
Audience.
I really don't remember a thing from that film.
That was kind of accurate. It was all just basically that. So, audience, we're just going to remind you what our performers recreated, and then you will get to vote. Now, you can vote for the team, but I would say vote for the pairing, just so they get the individual bragging rights of which one was the best remake. I will also give a bonus point to the film I felt was the best remake. But let's very quickly remind our audience what we did. David, what was the film you just remade?
I just did 3 Men and a Little Lady, sequel to 3 Men and a Baby.
Very true. Devansh, what did you remake?
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Okay. JJ and Augusto, what was your film?
Movie was... I never watched the movie before.
No idea. What was it?
The Usual Suspects.
Yeah, that one.
Fantastic. So, Ashley and James, what did you remake?
We recreated shot by shot the Lego movie.
Okay, Corey and Chris?
Supergirl.
And Joanna and Jen. Sound of Music. So, audience, 30 seconds on the clock. Which one do you give the bonus point to? Put your votes in now. Let's have a look what we've got. Lots of comments coming through here. Earlier, Sandra said, JJ, I love your passion, but Jesters are my team. So, let's see what else we've got. Okay, we've got lots of suggestions for professions. In a second, I'm going to change up what we're looking for in the suggestion box. But, oh wow, loads of things. Corey and Ashley are two juggernauts. There must be a Corey versus Ashley Dawn of Improv. Oh, I'm gonna make a note of that. We're gonna see. We can make that happen. Ashley versus Corey at some point. Okay, 30 seconds have passed. Let's just see what else we've got here. Haha, already loving Corey's expression, says Arushi. And let's see what else.
Take that as a vote.
No. This is not the votes. This is not the votes yet. Sorry, 1 second. No problem to solve with Joanna and Jen. They smashed it, said Jeff. And let's go down. And here come the votes. Are we ready? So if your name gets called out or if your team gets called out, keep track. This is probably going to make it confusing, but I'll do my best as well. We've got David, Jen and Joanna, David. Jesters, Joanna and Jen. Jesters, Jen. Ashley and James, Jen and Joanna. A moving performance, says Hugh. Ashley and James, Ashley and James. Ashley and James, Joanna and Jen. Lego Movie, Jen and Joanna. Lego Men, Ashley and James, Jesters. Joanna and Jen, Jen and Joanna, Jen and Joe. J and J. So that's J and J, not JJ, just for clarity. Joanna and Jennifer. David. And let's have a look.
The whole legal process.
So I think Joanna and Jen just about got it there. So that is a bonus point for the Jesters.
Let's give a singing film to a singer. Yeah.
So,
bloody believable.
Oh, no, we gave somebody in a Mafia the usual suspect.
I know, right? I know. So, hang on, guys. I'm just going to remind our audience here. There are two things I can guarantee. The first of which is that there are going to be technical issues at some point. The second thing I can guarantee is things will not always seem fair. But that's life. And so, let's have a look. I haven't given my bonus point yet. And I actually chose the same movie. So, Jen and Joanna, I enjoyed your Sound of Music. So, you get an extra bonus point there. We're going to go on to our next game in a second, audience. But first of all, I'm going to change what we're looking for. I've asked you for suggestions of professions, and you've given us lots. So, now, I would like suggestions of a crime you would like to commit. A crime you would like to commit. Put those suggestions into the comment section and we'll use it for an upcoming game. But first of all, let's have a look what we've got here. Once again, we're going to play the game Cross the Road. We're going to play the game Cross the Road. So the way this works is it's a joke-telling game which will all follow the rhythm of why did the blank cross the road, followed by your punchline. So you replace the word blank with a name of a profession, which I will tell you. And then it will be, why did the name of profession cross the road, followed by whatever punchline you have got. Once you have a joke, give me a wave and I will call your name so that you just don't all say them at the same time. Excuse me. Let's have a look now for some professions. So, okay, in a moment we'll begin. And not audience and performers, tell us the jokes. Why did the ventriloquist cross the road? If you have a joke, give me a wave. JJ.
Why did the ventriloquist cross the road? Because he's a right dummy.
Aha, Jen.
Why did the ventriloquist cross the road?
Very good. Corey.
Why did the ventriloquist cross the road? Someone was pulling his strings.
Very good. David.
Why did the ventriloquist Why did the ventriloquist cross the road? Because he threw his voice to the other side.
Aha, very good. Ashley.
Why did the ventriloquist cross the road? Because police were after a man that was shoving his hand up a person.
Okay, we went there. Anyone else for this? Anyone else? JJ.
Why did the ventriloquist cross the road? I don't know. Why did the ventriloquist cross the road?
Very good. Corey.
Why did the ventriloquist cross the road? Because he's a real dummy.
Oh, we did already have that joke, but well done.
Did that, Corey.
Ashley.
Why did the ventriloquist cross the road? To see Shakira and Wycliffe Jean, because lips don't lie.
Very, very good. Anyone else for this one? We'll mix it up then. So, please tell us, why did the psychologist cross the road? If you have a joke, give me a wave. James.
Why did the psychologist cross the road? Why didn't he?
Very good. Ashley.
Why did the psychologist cross the road? To escape their own father issues.
Wow. Jen.
Why did the psychologist cross the road? Because he was afraid of what was behind him.
Very good. Chris.
The psychologist crossed the road because he was wondering, how does that make you feel?
Excellent. David.
Why did the psychologist cross the road? To break through to the other side.
Very good. JJ.
Why did the psychologist cross the road? To get away from all the other actors that think he's a psychiatrist.
Very good. 1 second, pause. We have a Hannah McGowan joining us. So, Joanna, don't run away from us unless you're desperate to. But we'd like you to stay. Thank you. Okay, so Hannah, I'll give a second for Hannah to know what we're doing. But Ashley, tell us your joke whilst we wait.
Why did the psychologist cross the road? To escape all of the psychopaths.
Very, very good. I like that. Joanna.
Why did the psychologist cross the road? To see what the pave meant.
Very good. Okay, anyone else for this one? Anyone else for this one?
I'm just waving at Hannah, sorry.
Hello, Hannah.
Hi, sorry I'm late.
What's your joke?
Oh, why did the key worker cross the road?
And
come
she's
to
frozen.
An Extreme Championships.
There we go. It was a good. And now she's gone. Right. So, okay, David, what's your joke?
Why did my mother cross the road? I mean,
excellent. Okay, I'm going to change what we're looking for. We'll do a couple more of these. So, why did the soldier cross the road? If you have a joke, give me a wave. Devansh.
Why did the soldier cross the road? Because it desperately needed to see the psychologist.
Okay. Anyone else? Why did the soldier cross the road? James.
Why did the soldier cross the road? Because there was a football in the middle of it.
Okay. Ashley.
Why did the soldier cross the road? Because a chicken had already crossed the road and he wanted to dip himself in the air.
That's actually very, very good. Right, Corey.
Why did the soldier cross the road? Because he wanted to get over a wall.
Uh-huh. Okay, anyone else? Why did the soldier cross the road? We can mix it up again. Going once. Going twice. Hannah.
What is it?
Soldier.
Why did the soldier cross the road? To collect his extra arms.
JJ.
Why did the soldier cross the road? Because he was ordered to get the chicken for interrogation.
Okay, James.
Why did the soldier cross the road? Because he dropped his car keys.
That's very, very good as well. Ashley.
And why did the soldier cross the road? To escape getting a barracking.
Okay, Joanna.
Why did the soldier cross the road? Because the side he was on was rank.
Very good. Hannah.
Why did the soldier cross the road cautiously? Because they only had one shot to get there.
Ah, very good. Corey.
Why did the soldier cross the road? So he could turn his coat.
There.
I know it's bad. It was bad.
Some of my favourites are where you wait for that moment and then suddenly realise the laugh isn't coming. So, David.
Why did the soldier cross the road? Because some portions of this joke may be censored due to...
Very good. Tricked me, Chris.
Why didn't the soldier cross the road? Because he was in fatigues.
Ah, very good.
He was tired.
Yeah, no, we get it. All right, anyone else? Okay, I'm going to change it up. We'll have one more. And let's go here. For why did... We've had that before, we've had that before. I think we've had that before as well. Why did the dietitian cross the road? If you have a joke, give me a wave. Okay, Chris.
Why did the dietitian cross the road? Because he was chasing that chicken. He was hungry.
Okay, James.
Why did the dietitian cross the road? Because Gillian McKeith had fallen on the other side.
Very good. Any more? That was a shit suggestion. Let's go for a different one. Right, so audience, it was a lovely suggestion. But audience, if you have any, you often put some in. So if you've got any dietitian ones, let's show them.
I was trying to think of something with supplement. I was trying to think of something like proteins or like sugars and amino acids.
Oh. Had too much on his plate.
There we go. Very good, Jen. Okay, so let's see one more then, and it will be, why did the banker cross the road? Hannah.
Why did the banker cross the road and do this as he walked across?
I don't know.
Because he was just checking.
Very good. Ashley.
Why did the banker cross the road? Because the stock markets were closing.
Very good. Jen.
Why did the banker cross the road? Because he was alloyed to.
Very good. Lloyd's Bank. Right, Chris.
Why did the banker cross the road? Because he was trying to cash up to the chicken.
Very good. Corey.
Why did the banker cross the road? Because on his side, he'd still be alone.
Alone. Yeah, we get it.
Nice.
Ashley.
Why did the banker cross the road? Because there was a Santander.
Very good. Joanna.
Forgotten that. Why did the banker cross the road? Because otherwise he'd slip.
Yeah. Corey.
Why did the banker start crossing the road? Because in for a penny, in for a pound.
Okay. Devansh.
Why did the banker cross the road? To steal all the money from the dietitian, soldier, and the ventriloquist. I'm a banker, by the way.
David.
Why did the banker cross the road to meet the dietitian? Because he wanted to get lean.
Very good. Ashley.
Why did the banker cross the road? Because he saw some raisins and some other fruits over there, and he was quite interested in the current exchange rate.
Very good. Hannah.
Why did the banker cross the road diagonally while smoking? Because of the overdraft.
Very good. Corey.
Why did the banker cross the road following a woman? Because he was in the stock market.
JJ, did you have one?
Why did the banker cross the road? In the hope that he might get run over before all society blames him on every single evil and horrible thing that's happened to this world. Because it's all the banker's faults.
Ashley.
Oh no, because I was going to say why did the banker cross the road? Because he can't help himself when he sees white lines.
Oh.
Okay.
1980s joke.
Hannah.
Why did the banker cross the road? Because JJ was there and he wanted to talk economics with him.
Corey.
Politics.
Why didn't the banker cross the road? He didn't have any interest.
Very good. And on that note, well done, everyone. Well done. That was a stellar round of our joke-telling round. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. A crime you would like to commit, audience. I asked you for suggestions of crime you would like to commit. But first, audience, which team do you feel came up with the better jokes overall? I'll remind you of who is on what team. And of course, we are now joined once again by Hannah. So, audience, I do want to keep in mind that that has meant that the Jesters have an ever so slight player advantage, but they were at would have been at a disadvantage, and you could arguably say they had a player joining them last minute who didn't really know what was going on. But Joanna, you've joined in so wonderfully that I think you've put Hannah to shame. So Hannah, you're gonna have to fight for your place here. I'm joking, Hannah. Hannah, don't. Oh dear, she's. Oh dear. It's gone wrong again. It was all a joke. Right, so let's have a look. Audience, on the Jesters, we have James, Ashley, Joanna, Jen, Devanch, and Hannah. On the Mafia, we have JJ, Corey, David, Augusto, and Chris. Please put your votes into the comment section now, either Jesters or Mafia. Let us know which team you felt did better. 30 seconds on the clock. But also, audience, just so we've got it preemptively there, I'm going to change what we're looking for in the comment section. Could we please now have a suggestion? Let's just see what I've got lined up for you guys. Yeah, okay, let's do it. Let's have a suggestion of...
I think JJ wants something.
An addiction. Please give us a suggestion of an addiction. JJ, yes?
I saw a good gag from one of the...
Oh, yes, I will check this out. Yeah, thank you, JJ. Let's see what they've come up with. And let's have a look. And here we go. Why did the ventriloquist cross the... Oh, I can't speak. Why did the ventriloquist cross the road, says Jeff, to get away from the lip sinkhole? Sinkhole, love it. Why did the soldier cross the road? Because he was behind enemy lines, says James Parker on YouTube. Sienna says, I think this is... Why did... I don't know who, though. Oh, no, that might be a crime. I'm not sure. Right, okay. So, Hugh Janus on YouTube says... Wait, is these... If you've just put the punchline, guys, I can't remember which profession we were dealing with. Because these also sound like crimes, I'm not sure. Why did the soldier cross the road? Because he organised... Sorry, because he considered it as a march past going on.
Soldier.
Very good. Ashley is perfect. I'm a big fan, says Shruti. So there you go. Why did the soldier cross the road? Because he wanted to dip himself in the chicken's egg. So there we go. We had that one. Corey, I think, said that one. Or someone did. Or Ashley said that one. Sorry, we're still waiting for our Ashley versus Corey face-off. So I'm just stoking that fire. Right.
Oh, consider it stoked.
Why did the soldier cross the road? Because this side of road is mine. Mine, like landmine, I get it. Right.
Sure.
SWAT, and that was James that said that. SWAT Deed says, why did the psychologist cross the road? Because to commit suicide, because a psychiatrist provide treatment and we have no idea why people need him. What? What just happened there? Right, I'm going to discuss it tomorrow in therapy. So, why did the soldier cross the road? Soldier, I only see a floating head. I don't understand that one. Right, okay, James says, why did the dietitian cross the road? Because he was a Weight Watcher. Alright, Right, Arushi says, why did the banker cross the road? Because the customer swiped an empty credit card. Andrew says, why did the banker cross the road? Because he thought the guy on the other side called him a wanker. Why did the banker cross the railway line? Because it was a levee crossing. Okay.
Levee crossing.
I don't know. Right. Why did the banker cross the road? Because he was following the check-in. The chicken. Well, that's very good.
Sure.
Audience, I might... Okay, there's only two more. Why did the dietitian cross the road, says SWAT Deeds? Oh, no, there might be three. Because he was on his way to give me and my body double, JJ, the meal plan for our new workout. Guys, let's keep everything in good fun here. James says, why did the bank cross the road? to find out if Noah Edmonds had the £250,000 in his box. So, with that, here come the votes. Ready, guys? Help me count. Jesters, 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 Jen, Mafia, Jesters, Jesters, Mafia, Jesters, Mafia, Mafia. Why did the dietitian cross the road? Jesters. Okay. Jesters, Mafia, Jesters. Quality over quantity, Mafias, says James Parker. Jesters, says Andrew. Sophie says Jesters. Magia, I think that's meant to be Mafia, says Lover Bulls. They correct themselves. Ren's, oh no, that's not a, that's a crime. Or no, that's an addiction, in fact. Why did the dietitian cross the road? To avoid talking to random strangers about their bowels. Very true. Right, Jesters, Mafia, Jesters, Jesters, and with this, audience. If I see you vote more than once, I'm going to discount them. I'm going to discount even your original one. You've been warned. That's twice now. That's twice. Let's have a look. Oh my god, there's so many votes tonight. It's incredible. Well done, guys. Jesters, Jesters, Jesters. I think that is for the Jesters.
Well done, Devansh.
So, well done, everyone. Whoa, wow, that was a marathon. So, in fact, I need to scroll so far back just to find a crime you would like to commit. A crime you would like to commit. We are now going to play some random alphabet scenes. We are going to play some random... Oops, that's the wrong button. Some random alphabet scenes. The way this works is that we'll be two performers in a scene. And every time the next performer starts a line of dialogue, it must begin with a letter of the alphabet that has not been used to start a line of dialogue before. So just to clarify this, there can only be one line of dialogue in the scene that begins with the letter A. Only one line of dialogue in the scene that begins with the letter D, and the same with every other letter. However, if you think, well, we'll just follow ABC, or we could go CBA with the order, you're not allowed. If I notice anyone following a... Oh, we've lost JJ. Oh, he's back. Right. Right. If I notice that anyone is trying to follow a pattern, so if someone begins a sentence, sorry, a line of dialogue beginning with A, and then the next performance begins with B, that will be the end of the scene, and they will lose the round. There will be 2 minutes on the scene, and if they get through all the way through the 2 minutes where neither of them have gone wrong, then they will get bonus points for their team. If one goes wrong, then just the other player will get a bonus point. Let's have a look for a suggestion of a crime you would like to commit. A crime you would like to commit. So they were professions there. Scroll a bit more. Okay, and drug dealing. Nice and simple. So starting us off on this, we're going to have one player from each team. We are going to have Devansh and Chris. Devansh and Chris. Okay, so, 1 second. So just for clarity, I will be the judge of this, so other people don't jump in. If there's something majorly I've missed, but let me be the judge of this. If there's something where there's a lack of clarity, I will do my best, but if you use non-words like I will count that as the beginning of your line. So 2 minutes on the clock, you are drug dealers. This is a random alphabet scene. One last time. Every line of dialogue must begin with a letter that hasn't been used to start a line of dialogue before. And you are not allowed to begin consecutive lines of dialogue with letters that follow a pattern such as A, B, C or CBA. Okay, and here you go.
Do you want some weed?
Zoinks! You've got...
Oh! You want some weed and zoinks. YZ. So I'm sorry. Did you not understand the rule?
I didn't know they couldn't be next to each other.
Sorry, okay. Do you know what? I am going to give a let. Just because, obviously, Chris, you have helped us out massively by stepping in quite last minute. You wouldn't have come across this game before because it is one of our original games. I will say this is the one time So everyone else, learn from this. It's the one time, because it was the first round, where I'll give you the opportunity here. So we're starting from scratch on the scene. You're drug dealers, and here you go.
Dude, you want some weed?
All I have to say is yes.
Hell yeah, here's some.
Want some cocaine?
Sure.
Let's make a deal on this. My wife says I should charge more.
To your wife, I agree.
Good.
By the way, this stuff is amazing.
Pretty good, huh? I've heard good things.
No. Not amazing. Not pretty good. It's out of this world, dude. Out of this world.
Quality over quantity. That's what I say.
Money? Not a problem. Once this good.
X-rays. Do you think we should take X-rays of the stuff just to make sure it's up to snuff?
Could you take my X-ray instead of money? How does that sound?
Just this one time? You know what? I could do that for you because we're friends.
Great, buddy. Here, you can have some extra weed if you want.
Oh, and we have already had the letter G. Well done. Everyone come on back a second. Well done. So that gives a bonus point to the Mafia. Bonus point to the Mafia there. Well done. But just because, obviously, we had a little false start there, I just want to tell you how well you guys did as a collective. So even though when I point out that this is a competitive show, you still have to work with your scene partner to create a scene. So you always are a team, even if you're opponents in name. Let's have a quick look here. 16 letters of the alphabet you managed. Well done.
Not bad.
16 letters of the alphabet. That is a very, very strong start. Next up, can we have Augusto and Jen? Augusto and Jen. So, let's find a crime for you to commit. And Grand Theft Auto, as suggested by Sophie Cottis Allen on Facebook. Grand Theft Auto. And here you go.
Oh my goodness, there's a Ferrari over there.
Bollocks. I can't see nothing.
Maybe we could take it and drive it around the town.
This could be amazing.
I know.
Zero competence to drive a car I have.
True. If I drive it, then maybe
I'm afraid
you
we've
can be...
had tea. We've had tea already start line. So that is another bonus point to the Mafia. Another point to the Mafia. Mafia?
Jesters aren't strong.
Okay, so let's see how, just for the record, let's see how many you managed there as a collective. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So not quite as many there. Jen and Augusto. Okay, so next...
I didn't hear one of the words, actually, so that'll be why, but there you go.
Yeah, but it's fine.
Well done, Augusto. It's amazing.
Okay, let's have a look. Next up, we're going to have David and Joanna. David and Joanna. So, let's find a crime for you. Let's have a look. This is actually quite a good crime. To abduct neglected pets from their abusive homes. So you're abducting neglected pets from their abusive homes. Okay? And random alphabet scene, here you go.
Fluffy in this.
We have 3 anorexic chickens that are desperate.
So,
think we should go in guns blazing or diplomatically?
I think we should go in with a bag of chicken grain. That'll get them.
Capital idea. We bring them out gently.
Time saving as well.
0% chance of accidental murder of chickens or people.
You are right. The Chicken Society will be very happy.
Oh, I'm very sorry. ZY. 0%. You are right. XYZ.
It works both ways.
Yeah, sorry. No recognisable pattern. No ABC. No CBA. I'm very sorry, Joanna. I'm very sorry. Everyone come on back.
Those chickens if you want.
Everyone come on back. So, by all means, everyone come on back, because I need to choose the next. But yes, I'm afraid I did say, and I know, Joanna, you've obviously jumped in last minute, so I do feel a little bit bad, but the show must go on. Sorry?
Feel more bad.
Okay. Just for that, I'll give the point to the Mafia. So that is point to the Mafia. Right, so next up, who do we have? We're going to have JJ and James. JJ and James. And let's find a crime for you guys. You are setting off a smoke bomb in a supermarket. And, whoops, let me just get the score sheet over. Here you go.
Did you get everything?
Xavier, I got the stuff.
Rah! I'm so looking forward to this.
And it's going to be our first one. We're going to blow up the supermarket with smoke.
Have we got a camera to film it?
Find one, I must. Where could there be one?
Office? There's one back in the office. Dad's office.
You could run, because it's your dad's office. He won't shout at you.
What? Me run? No! I can't run.
Zoinks, you think I could run? Look, I don't have legs.
For goodness sake!
Oh, we have had F already. So, everyone come on back. Very good. Between the two of you, got through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, but that is a point then to the Jesters. So, well done. So, we've now got the situation. We are going to have our Corey and Ashley off here. And then, Hannah, you will start the next game for us. So, Corey and Ashley. We're going to have the request. See, audience, dreams do come true. Right, so, let's see. I bet it goes in one. Oh, he's reading it. He is reading it. Oh, he's drinking it. Right, so, I don't know what you're drinking. But, right, let's find a crime for you. Okay, so there's a very good suggestion of a crime here, but it's more of a story than a suggestion. So it'd basically be telling you everything to do. Running on the stage during the Royal Variety performance, then pulling a Mooney, then shouting God Save the Queen. You don't have to go for that because it's basically telling you what to do with the scene, but Eva, that was a very fun suggestion. Great to see you, Hannah, said Sandra earlier. So let's find something for you guys.
I'm happy with the first suggestion.
Oh, this is a controversial one. Should we do it? Yeah, let's do it. Okay. The crime is to fill up the boxes during the vote. Right. Random alphabet scene. 2 minutes on the clock. Begin.
Well, shit. How y'all doing?
I was doing very, very well, Joe Biden, until I saw you shoving waffles in those boxes.
Biden? I'm not Biden. You're crazy.
Evangelical, loves his family with an adopted dog. You look very much like him.
Right, well, I mean, all white people do look the same.
My bad. Don't use my white privilege to do this.
Can I ask you a question? do you really think that I look like Joe Biden?
Yes, and.
Please go on.
Balding, white hair, probably not too gun happy.
Unfortunately, we've had a B already. Biden. So, Corey, you've answered the age-old question of Corey versus Ashley, and
in this game.
So, Corey, you get a point for the Mafia. And just to give you the score there, between the two of you, you did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Also, I'm just
7,
sorry,
8,
I just got lost in
9.
the scene. I wasn't like counting letters. I was just lost in like Corey's eyes. So, you know.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. So, let's go on to our next game, and in fact, Hannah, you're going to be in this one. But let's choose an opponent for you. Let's just check the time. Okay, we're still doing okay for time. Before we need to move on, but I will actually change what we're looking for in the suggestion box. So, audience, I asked for suggestions of addictions. We'll use one for this. But could I please now get suggestions of body parts? Give us some suggestions of body parts and we'll use it for an upcoming game. Let's have a look. And an addiction. Oh, musicals from Jeff. Love it. So, Hannah, I would like you to be in a scene with Chris. Hannah, you're going to be in a scene with Chris.
Go on, Chris.
Okay, and we are going to play the game Increase. We're going to play the game Increase. I'm going to explain it before because I actually don't think we've done it on one of our streaming shows before. I pressed the wrong button. The time has just been going all on its own. So, the way the game Increase works is you are going to perform a scene about the addiction of musicals. Every time you speak a line of dialogue, it must increase by a number, by a word. So you'll start off.
Also, the Indian guy's putting him up.
Hey, JJ.
JJ, who are you executing? I'm muting him. Don't
JJ,
worry.
sort your shit.
Yeah, don't worry. Right, okay, so.
What are we increasing?
The length of your lines of dialogue. So, if I said the first line, I might just say hi, and then the next person would say hi, and then it'd be like, sorry, I think I tell a lie. It could be played one of two ways. Let's increase it. So, hi, hello there, how are you? I'm doing fine, great. So, you get the idea. Every next line of dialogue has to have an additional number to the words. I will give a couple of minutes for this scene. I expect, just if you've never played it before, I expect that both you and the audience will soon lose track of how many numbers of word it needs to be. But it should end at the point where we're having mini monologues each. So that is the nature of this game. You're both addicted to musicals, and this is a game of Increase. Begin.
Welcome, giving this to the dyslexic one. Okay.
Great.
You good?
I'm really good.
Fab. So am I.
You know, I really like...
Me? You really like me? Well.
I can't lie. I really like you.
I really like me too. Really, very much.
How could you do this? I mean, about me.
Don't you think I like you? I do. Really.
Well, I was worried for a minute there that you didn't.
How could you say such a thing? I am shocked.
I just assumed that you might not like me or something like that.
That does not make sense. Look, why don't we go out?
Why don't we go out? I mean, I could take you out now.
Okay. let's go out now, go somewhere fancy, have food, have drinks.
I'll one up you. Why don't we go into a hot air balloon? Fly.
Fly? What, you think I look like a bird or something? Jesus Christ.
Now are we fighting? I mean, it seems like we're beyond that in our relationship.
I think it's called a lover's tiff, darling. Flying, drinking, eating in the sky, really?
Really? I mean, I did it in my former relationships, and it seemed to work out really well.
Why aren't you doing anything special for me? Like, can we do something different, maybe?
I suppose we could possibly maybe go to a fancy restaurant just like you wanted.
Did I really want to go to a fancy restaurant? I think I wanted to go to Disney.
You wanted to go to Disney? I could take you to Disney. Florida or Europe or California, Asia, wherever.
Paris. Yeah, Paris. Really lovely, romantic, beautiful city, French people, snails, frogs, rides, beautiful views, lots of wine, definitely.
Mon chéri, I think we can do this right now. I'll book the plane tickets and get on there, and we'll head out tonight.
And scene. Well done, guys. Ooh. Well done. Well done with that improv challenge.
Emotional roller coaster.
So, audience, you can vote on this game. Who do you think managed to keep to their number of words better? Did it all just go pear-shaped? Let us know who you felt did better in that scene. Do you think it was Chris of the Mafia or Hannah representing the Jesters? 30 seconds on the clock, and that is now time. So, audience, just whilst I've got you here, whilst we're waiting for this to come through, I'll check the comments in a second. I will... No, it's not about the book this time, actually, but I appreciate what we're going for there. I'm just going to remind our audience that tomorrow night we will have this second semi-final round. So, tonight, one of these teams will go through, either the Jesters or the Mafia. And tomorrow night, either the Vampire Penguins or the Biscuit Patrol will also advance to face the winner of tonight's show. So don't miss that. And let's go over to the comments section, see what we've got. So, very good. Joanna, great to see you, says Ewan Henderson actor. Do you know Ewan?
I think not, no.
We did. You did the music course.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. Oh my God. Yes, Ewan. Sorry. Yes.
Joanna,
Right.
please subscribe now.
Yeah,
Subscribe,
he's
please.
got a YouTube channel, Joanna. Joanna, you have a YouTube channel.
YouTube
Ewan
channel.
Henderson actor.
Okay, sorry. I didn't. I thought that would be pleasant rather than
God.
awkward.
David,
Right, so
don't do that.
okay, let's have a look here. Okay, I don't know what that was about either. Right, so Katie asked a few minutes ago, what was the game? That was the game Increase, where every time the next performer speaks, it must increase the line of dialogue's number of words by 1. So let's have a look. Votes are going to be coming through, and here, 1 second. Here come the votes, and we've got Mafia. Hannah representing the Jesters. Hannah. Give them a point each, says Al. Hannah. Mafia. Hannah. Oh, hi, Jen, says Katie Tranter. We did Katie and Fred's performance course together. So, there you go. Right, Hannah, says Maxine. That hurt, Joanna, says Ewan Henderson actor. Right.
Come on, Evan. Calm down.
Hannah, Mafia. Right, and Hannah. So, Hannah, you get the bonus point for the Jesters there.
Can I just say, I'm really proud of myself as someone with dyscalculia. That was quite an achievement.
Wow, I'm not even sure what that means.
I can help.
Corey, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. What are you doing?
Corey, if you're going to stand up, you might as well.
Ending it all. It's over.
Don't jump off that chair.
Wow.
Oh, no, please don't.
Okay.
Take your pants off.
He's next to a window.
Right, what are we doing next? Okay, we are going to go onto the game Body Language. We're going to play the game Body Language in this scene. Okay, yep. Body Language in this scene. I would like there to be, from the Jesters, James and Jen. James and Jen. And from the Mafia, I would like there to be JJ. So it could have been all the J's. Right. Joanna, you're on the wrong team, otherwise this would have worked out. Right. And JJ, and let's have David. Okay, so you're going to play the game Body Language. The way this works is each of you are going to be assigned a body part. You can do whatever you want in the scene, but your goal is to incorporate the body part you have been assigned as creatively as you can to the scene. So let's have a look. We've had lots of suggestions of body parts. Let's scroll up here. And in this scene, JJ, I would like you to use your teeth as creatively as you can.
I have milk teeth. That's
You have
really
milk
unfair.
What does that? Is that
I
like
have
baby
partial
teeth?
anodontia. I
Okay.
have partial anodontia.
That's
and
fine.
You're picking on me.
Okay.
It's bad.
No. If you're not comfortable, it's always okay to say.
I'm not comfortable.
That's fine, JJ. Don't worry. I would like you to use... Audience, you must know by now, if you say something that's below the camera line, we won't see it. So, I mean, come on, that was Ewan that said that. Right, could you please use your shoulders as much as you can? JJ,
Yep.
use your shoulders. James.
No problem.
I would like you to use your colon. I'm joking. Right, James, I would like you to use your forearms as creatively as you can in this scene. Forearms.
Forearms.
If you have 4 arms, I'll accept that as well. Right, David, I would like you to incorporate your jaw into this scene as much as you can.
He's got a beard.
And
It's on your team.
yeah,
Beard. You can't see his jaw.
incorporate it as creatively as you can. Jen, I would like you to incorporate your tear ducts as creatively as you can. What is this scene about? I don't think we found out. Let's find out what this is about.
She's on the other team.
Right, so, this is going to be a scene. Al earlier says, random alphabet. David, you're a madman. A madman. And Al, this is me doing an impression of one of your regular character voices. But, it's true as well, isn't it? Right, David knows what I mean. Let's have a look. So, I just imagined Al's voice saying it in that style. So, I would like this to be a scene about stamp collecting. It's about you are stamp collectors. Incorporate the body part as creatively as you can. And here you go.
Oh, got some lovely stamps.
Absolutely. This one right here is my favorite.
Oh, love a jaw stamp. Love a jaw stamp.
Tom,
Love a jaw stamp.
Tom, Max, is this the philatteling club?
Oh, it's easy for you to say, son. Coming here with all your philately and all that bollocks.
Well, you see, I'm made of Lego, so it's really hard for me to pick up stamps.
The thing is, it is the Philately Club. It really is, and it's just a pleasure to have you, gentlemen.
Wait a moment.
What's the matter with you, girl? What's the matter with you, girl? Why are you crying?
Cry?
Why are you crying?
If
shoulder to cry on, darling? You want a shoulder to cry on? Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Look after the girls, boys.
Wait, let me see if I can help. Check out this stamp right here of a bird.
Wait, let me try and grab it. That's a bird in a bush. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
There. No more tears. It's okay.
It's a
You're
beautiful...
accepted among the Flattery Club.
Really?
What's that guy doing with the two foreskins? I mean, sorry, forearms. What's he doing then? What's he
You can only see two of my arms, can't you? The others are hidden in the back.
Boy can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4. It don't make no difference.
There they are.
Oh, yeah. I see
have no
1,
control
2,
over them.
3,
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
I see that.
Yeah, like we haven't seen that trick before, son.
It's a beautiful thing.
She's still crying, that one. Yeah, try the other shoulder, darling. Try the other shoulder. Might help. Go on then. Go on then. Here we go.
Let's get it out.
There we go.
Looks like someone stamped on you recently.
Yeah, anyone give me a massage? Oh, look at that. That's fucking lovely, that. Look at that. That's lovely, that. Ooh, look at that. Ooh.
So, are we going to talk about the Elvis stamp that I brought?
Oh, look, that is a lovely stamp, son. Oh, hang on, I'm just getting a massage from 4 fingers over there.
It's okay, I'll wait.
Elvis stamp?
That's lovely, that. That is lovely. Nothing like a massage in a philanthropy meeting.
You like my hard Lego hands in your breast arms.
What's he going on about? What's that boy going on about?
The top of your shoulders are like chicken breast.
Guys, Elvis stamp! For God's sake, get a grip!
Oh,
Elvis stamp!
I'm giving it a good grip. What are you on about, darling?
Don't you think it's a cool stamp, though? Like, just look at it.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Tell you what, I've run out of shoulders for that girl. She can just go and off and cry somewhere else.
Crying over my Elvis stamp.
Loud and annoying. Look at that.
And scene. Well done, guys. Well done. Very creative stuff there.
Jen cry
Wow.
is so funny to me.
Okay, so
Thank God for that.
audience. In a moment we're going to vote, but you will notice in that last game, and some of you have already helped me out, I did ask for a quick suggestion of professions, and we've had a few come through, but so I've changed up already what we're looking for. So could you please give us suggestions of characters from fiction or people from history, plus unusual things for them to do. Characters from fiction, people from history, plus unusual things for them to do. We're going to need that for the finale game. We've still got a couple of games left, but let's have a vote now. Ashley?
I just wanted to say that anybody that says that people don't go into improv because it's glamorous, I mean, obviously that's a lie, because look how glamorous that was. That was...
I know.
The doctrine, it was sultry. Oh.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's
okay.
water all over my keyboard.
Audience, so we're going to vote there. Who do you think did best with the body parts that they were assigned? Did JJ shoulder much of the responsibility in that scene? In which case, vote for JJ. Did you shed a tear for Jen in that scene? In which case, vote for Jen. Did you put your jaw out? I didn't think of a pun there. For David, in which case, vote for David. Or will you give 4 votes for James is 4 arms? So, put those votes into the comments section now. I will give you just 30 seconds on the clock. And this will get another bonus point for one of these teams. Either James and who was the other one for the Jesters? James and Jen for the Jesters. Sorry, but people have changed their position on the screen and it scared me. It scared me, guys. And of course we had JJ and David for the Mafia. So there's about 30 seconds gone. Let's see what we're coming through. We won't wait. Audience, always get these votes in quick so that they're counted. And let's look at the time. Okay, and here we go. We've got votes. Help me count as always, guys. Jesters, Mafia, JJ, Jen, David's jaw under that beard somewhere, but I vote for JJ. Says Andrew Whittington on Facebook. Jesters, Jen, Jen. Jen and Jen, says Gemma. I think you meant James and Jen, but still. Jen and Jen it was. Jen and James, Jesters, says Katie Tranter on YouTube. James from Jesters. Ashley, says Jane. So we know who wasn't watching that scene. Wait, we've got 2 votes for Ashley. I think this is because you were saying something afterwards that they voted for you.
Very funny.
Right, okay. James and Jen, Mafia. And let's have a look. David. Yes, I got a vote. Oh, no, it wasn't for me. Right. Mafia, Jesters, Jesters, JJ. So I think that does give the bonus point to the Jesters there. So, well done, everyone. Well done. Right, we're going to go on to the next game. Give me a way. Just put your hand up if you weren't in that last game, just so I can pick some people. No, James, you were in that game. So, could we now have Ashley, Joanna for the Jesters? Ashley and Joanna. Guys, don't jump off the screen. But no. I still needed to pick people. Right, so we've got 2. Ashley and Joanna, did I say?
Yep.
Okay, and then for the Mafia, please could we have Corey? And could we have Chris? Who? Oh, sorry, and Augusto, you can be in the next game. So, Corey and Chris, you will be in this scene as well. You guys are going to play the game. Immobilize. We are going to have a game of Immobilize. And the way this works is like the last game, but kind of the exact opposite. So you will once again be assigned body parts, but this time you are not allowed to use that body part in the scene whatsoever. And at the end, the audience will vote on who did the best with their restriction. So Augusto, you'll be in the next game. So if you take out that camera view just for now. Let's assign you some body parts. So, first of all, let's say that Ashley, you are not allowed to use your lips in this scene.
It's not colon. Oh. Alright.
Unfortunately, well, I see the rivalry is going on. Corey, you can take this one. You cannot use your colon in this scene. You cannot use your colon in this scene.
My God,
this is when I mean that things aren't always going to be fair. It felt funny for me to say it. It made me laugh. And so that's what we're going with. Corey, you must not use your colon. Ashley, you must not use your lips. Joanna, you must not use your eyelashes in this scene. You must not use your eyelashes. Now, if you think something's going to injure you and that you're trying not to blink, I would just suggest you find a reason to look away. You are all adults, and so do not do anything dangerous in your own homes. Because I don't know where you are, and if no one can help you, we just literally watch you die on the stream, and we don't want that. Right, Chris, you cannot use your lungs. No, I'm joking on that one. Right, you cannot use your... You cannot use your hair in this scene. You cannot use your hair
that's quality.
In this
That's
scene.
my only quality.
And get that razor out, okay? And let's find out what this scene is about. I like it. You are addicted to terrible puns. You are addicted to terrible puns, as suggested by Renz on YouTube. And here you go.
Look, I can't be part of this race because I'm fasting right now.
Uh-huh. And as I said to Wycliffe Jean and Shakira, my lips don't lie.
Fasting better than slowing, I'll tell you that much. Well, they're getting slow over here.
I can't bear the sight of you.
I get it, but at the end of the day, if it's not punny, it's not funny.
Look, we don't want to start a race war here, okay?
I used to be.
My sight.
I was in a race once. I lost that 3 hands to 1.
You think you got problems? I got no use of my labias.
Oh.
I know. I
That's
got
something.
that Bell's palsy in my face.
I'm frozen.
I can't have any of that Nesquik, okay? I am, as I said, fasting.
I'm frozen.
How long have you been going through this?
Me?
Yeah.
It's been it seems like a marathon, to be honest.
Are you feeling okay is the thing?
Someone drop this.
Is that my
Someone drop
starting gun? Is
Someone drop this.
Yeah, I did. That may have fallen out of his colon.
Yeah. Why don't you show us your colon so that we can determine if it had fallen out or not?
Look, I here's the thing, guys. Look, I wish we could all be on the beach drinking pina coladas, but we can't, okay?
Well, I can't drink anything. It falls straight on my face. Watch it.
You're right.
Hide and seek.
I can't take anything in.
Hide and seek.
Okay,
Hide and
okay.
seek.
To distract me from food, everybody on the count of 3, name your favorite political figure from the 2000s U.S. Party. Colin Powell.
I was going to say the Pharaoh Rocher.
I have no idea. They're all too far out of my sight.
Yeah.
Gordon's Apple Brown. No,
Your situation's getting awful hairy here.
Why do you look like you come straight out of Egypt?
That's because I don't just come straight out of Egypt. What's wrong with coming straight out of Egypt?
Look, don't try to put us into your pyramid scheme here, okay? This is about the race.
Don't get the hump with him.
And
I
don't
can't
get your
bear the
don't,
sight of people who don't get the hump or do get the hump. Either
and
way.
don't get your sphinxter in a twist.
And scene. Well done. Well done, guys.
When I discovered that sphincter and sphinx were a thing, I was like, personal dab.
So, audience,
don't know
once
about
again,
sphincters,
we're going
it's
to have a
not worth
vote.
mentioning.
Who do you think did best in spite of their limitation, in spite of their restriction? Who do you think did the best there? Are we fed up of Ashley giving us lip? In which case, vote for Ashley. Are we going to say, don't blink? Blink and you'll miss Joanna. Are we going to vote for Joanna?
No.
Was Chris there in a hairy situation? Or are we going to put a full stop to Corey's colon? So,
Very good colon work.
Vote for who you felt did the
Sorry,
best there.
I thought your hairy pun was for Corey's colon. I was like, oh.
It was a double pun.
Right, okay.
Bird's nest.
Okay. So, who do we vote for? Ashley or Joanna for the Jesters? Chris and Corey on the Mafia. Get those votes in now. So, let's have a look what we've got. Okay. And votes coming in. Check the time.
So sad.
So, let's have a look.
Right.
We've got votes for the Jesters. Vote for Ashley. Ewan Henderson actor says Corey. Gemma says Ashley. Katie says Jesters. Jane says Joanna. Ren says Corey, with some good ones there. D. Craze says Ashley. Asad Khan says voting for Corey because my love for him is real. I got a feeling about you two. Right, Al says, I think Corey really took charge of his colon there. Best colon I've seen online this week. Biddy says Ashley. No Lip Ashley says Andrew Whittington. Jeff says Joanna. Annette says Ashley. Al says maybe third best, actually. Sienna says Joanna. Ayusha says Jesters. Vanessa says Ashley. Then we've got Ashley, Mafia, Jesters. If only Ashley couldn't use his lips more often, says Jonathan Jacone.
Fair. That's fair. That's
Okay,
fair.
Jesters, Ashley, Jesters. It's close, but I think the Jesters have it. So well done there, Jesters.
Get the fella
Still
back out,
everything
Corey.
to play for. There is still everything to play for. So, let's have a look. Now, we have 3 people who haven't done one of the last 2 scenes. They are Hannah, Devanch, and Augusto. I'm going to give you a challenge now. A challenge. Hannah, you have a virtual backdrop. Where are you? Can I just ask? Which kind of room are you in?
I'm in my room. My bedroom.
Okay, so if you need a moment to prepare for this, we're going to attempt something that doesn't really translate well to Zoom. We're going to play stand, sit, bend. We're going to play stand, sit, bend, and you're going to have to do your best with this. We have 2 Jesters there, and we have 1 Mafia. And so obviously it does give a little bit of a advantage potentially.
A little bit.
Okay, JJ, stay there. JJ, stay there. JJ, stay there. We're going to play stand, sit, bend, and lie down. Stand, sit, bend, lie down. Devanch, come back. I wasn't replacing anyone. Okay, stand, sit, bend, lie down. The way this game works is at every moment in this scene, one of you must be standing, one of you must be sitting, one of you must be bending, one of you must be laying down. All 4 positions must be represented at all times. If someone changes their position, it means that another performer will have to change their position to compensate. Now, if you haven't played this before, if the person who is standing sits down, then the person... if the person who is standing sits down and there's already someone sitting down, there we go, that's why I went wrong, then it means there are 2 people standing down. The easiest thing to do is for the person who was sitting down to then have to stand up. However, that person could choose to bend or lay down. You can change to any position. As long as all 4 positions are represented at all times, then that's the rule of the game. At the end, we will have a vote on who we felt did better. So, let's have a look what it's going to be about. This is going to be a scene set at a train yard. This is going to be a scene set at a train yard. I'll put a 2-minute timer on the clock for this. I would suggest you change up these positions regularly, but it's up to you what you do. And here you go.
Luck. Bloody ridiculous! What's going on?
There seems to be something wrong with the engine.
Can you guys shut up? I'm trying to sleep here.
What's happening? I'm going to sit down and find out.
You are sitting down, mate. Yeah. Would one of you pass me the screwdriver, please?
No.
Yeah, you can have
lie
this.
down and have a
Just
sleep.
shut up. Just shut up. Let me go to sleep. Why is everyone screaming here? It's a freaking train.
I think everyone should stand up. Okay, I'm going to sit down again.
Does anyone even know how to drive a train?
Oh my God.
Just,
Listen, this is the sort of train that goes choo-choo in it.
Hang on. The tea's ready.
No, I'm going to have
Where
a
do you
sleep
come
again.
from?
This is gonna get some sleep.
I'm from here. I was just preparing the tea.
We were expecting you to put the steam. This is a steam train. You need to put the coal in, mate.
I'm not sure. I think everybody's so hungry. You deserve a tea or coke, I guess. How do you think? It's so hot. Milk? I also have milk and the mushrooms.
Bloody ridiculous. Then I stand up again and all you lot can do what you want.
Someone should take a running jab at this train, you know, because there's no way all 4 of us are going to open that latch. Someone needs to run at it.
Yeah, good point. Okay, I'm going to sit down again.
I'll do a run at it then, yeah?
Yeah, good one.
All right. Well, when I do my run and jump, just be ready, okay? Because we might just take
Yep.
off.
We're ready. Yep. Oh,
Fantastic. She's
You
like
guys won't shut up. I'm just
And
going. You guys.
scene. Well done. Everyone come on back. Everyone come on back. Yeah. Coped amazingly well.
lost.
You coped very well with that game, guys, because obviously at times...
Poor Augusta had no idea what was going on.
Well, that's why the game was Stand, Sit, Bend, Augusto. So, right, we're going to go on to our next game, but first we're going to have a vote. Who do you think, audience, which individual performer do you think did best in that scene, by any criteria you want? Who do you think did best? You can give a little comment if you want about why you think they did good. I'm going to put 30 seconds on the clock. Obviously, we saw Devanch and Hannah for the Jesters. We saw Augusto and JJ for the Mafia. And here we go. 30 seconds now on the clock. So, let's see what we've got in the comments section here. In a moment, we're going to have an exciting game. And it will be our penultimate game. Let's have a look. Okay. Assad says, however, my love for Ashley is realer. Oh. So.
Well, it would be real if I didn't have this pesky English degree and was judging your grammar, Assad.
Well, okay, Assad, how do you feel about that? Right, okay, so, anyway, let's have a look. Well played, everyone, said Katie Tranter earlier. And then here come the votes, and let's go through them. Hannah and Devanch. Hannah. Jesters, Hannah. The run and jump gets it. Hannah. Dave Green says Hannah. Al says Hannah for pure effort and for doing her own stunts. Annette says Hannah. Aryushi says Jesters. Andrew says Hannah. Hannah for the dive, says Sandra. Oh, George. Jonathan Jacob says Hannah Jesters. Shavika says Jesters. Ayushi, you already said Jesters. Okay, you've clarified, Hannah. Audience, though, make sure you only put one vote, though. Otherwise, I'll start discounting things. Ren says Mafia. Holly says Mafia. Hugh Janus on YouTube says Hannah. With that, I'm going to call it there. Hannah, you get the point for the Jesters. So, okay, audience, let me just scroll back up, because earlier I asked you for some suggestions of professions. At the moment, audience, continue to put some suggestions of well-known characters from fiction or people from history, plus unusual things for them to do. But let's find earlier, I asked for some suggestions of professions. Okay, so we are now going to attempt to play the game, and hopefully this will work, because we haven't done it in a while. Dance Off! We are going to play Dance Off. The way it works, you will all be on screen at the same time. The audience has suggested some professions for us, and I will perhaps choose a couple of these so we can do a couple. In fact, let's do this in two games, just so the audience can get you in bigger glory on the screen here. Let's make it a group dance, in fact. We're going to have Jesters against Mafia. So, the Mafia, you can go first. Now, this might all go wrong. Let me just check something, in fact. I'm going to press some play on some music. Just tell me if you hear it or not. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Excellent.
First four bars.
Yeah, that's cool, that's cool. Mafia, you will go first. So, Jesters, take out your camera view. The way this game works, the audience has suggested to us a profession, and what I would like you guys to do is the dance of that profession. So you're going to use characteristics of that profession incorporated into dance moves. I'd encourage you to keep an eye on each other's cameras, because if you can find areas where you go in sync with each other, all the better. And this is going to be the dance of the hairstylists. The dance of the hairstylists. And here, wait 1 second, go. Where am I on the screen? Well done. Well done. Well done. Fantastic stuff. Wow, you guys have had a workout there. So, that was the dance of the hairstylists from the Mafia.
I love this.
Let's bring those jesters to stage. Jesters, come to stage. Okay?
Hi.
Let's find a profession for you. You guys are going to be... this is going to be the dance of the nurse. Dance of the nurse. And the music will come in momentarily. Dance of the nurse. And here we go. Okay, and well done, everyone come on back. Everyone come on back. So, audience, just for the simplicity of it here, either put jesters / nurses or Mafia / hairstylists. Mafia hairstylists, nurses, jesters. I want to thank you guys. That was a spectacular return of the game Dance Off. We'll see how quickly it gets this video taken off of YouTube.
This is what I was looking for the whole time.
Oh,
I could have got my husband's.
That would have made all the difference, Ashley. Right.
It would have saved me, really.
So, audience, who do you vote for there? Put the 30 seconds on the clock. Just by the time the 30 seconds has elapsed, we will call time on that. So, we saw the dance of the hairstylists from the Mafia. We saw the dance of the nurses from the Jesters.
This is all DIY, by the way.
Oh, it doesn't look it.
No.
You know the performance finished, Hannah. Yeah.
Okay, let's have a look. Okay, and see what we've got. Oh my God, we've got some nice comments coming through here. We've got Augusto is smashing it so much. Scissor sass. Yeah, I was impressed that you had the appropriate prop right there. Assad says, write down Ashley's alley. Oh my God, JJ, I'm slightly aroused, says Hugh Janus on YouTube. Hang on.
It's only human.
Right. Hang on, Mafia are 5 and Jesters are 6. I would have joined Mafia for tonight. Well, we were one short on the Jesters earlier, so this is what it is. The one thing I can guarantee is there will be tech issues. The other thing I can guarantee is things won't always be fair. But Joanna is joining in completely blind to what would be happening, and she has fit in fantastically. So well done, Joanna. Yeah. So it could have. I'm not saying this about you, Joanna, but it could have been as much as a liability as a plus.
What are you saying?
Right. So, but you know what I mean. Yeah.
Spade for David. Spade for David.
What's happened to me? Right, anyway, so let's have a look. We've got votes coming in. Here we go. Jesters / nurses, Mafia hairstylists, Jesters, nurses, with especially for Ashley. Jesters, Mafia hairstylists, Madam Zaza, says Ewan Henderson actor. Jester / nurses, Jesters, nurses, hairstylists, Mafia, Jesters, Mafia, Jesters, Jesters, Dave Green clarified that he meant Mafia. I saw what he said earlier, though, doesn't matter. Jesters, nurses, jesters, Mafia, jesters, Mafia / hairstylists, Mafia, jesters, Mafia. Let's have a look. Mafia, and hottest nurse dance I've ever seen, says Assad. How are we doing on the votes, guys? How are we doing on the votes?
16 Jesters.
12.
12.
I think that was a clear Jesters win again.
Okay, Jesters win. Jesters win. So, okay, audience, we're going to go on to our finale game now. We're going to go on to our finale game, which is going to be a game of... let's do it this way. We are going to do an extreme monologue to end it. Extreme monologue. The way this works is each of our performers are going to be given the opportunity to perform a monologue. And they have the goal of keeping the monologue going as long as possible, but they are not allowed to repeat any words whatsoever. They are not allowed to repeat any words whatsoever. They are also not allowed to hesitate, which we count as an extended pause or saying a non-word such as or saying non-words such as or and if they repeat any words whatsoever. So, there will be some bonus points for whoever individually does the longest time. There will also be some bonus points for whoever as a team has the longest time. Now, as we've had this situation before, where there is an uneven number of performers on one team, what I will do is at the end I will ask for a number from at random, and that I will assign to the performers on the Jesters, and one of those I will discount the time. So that will just keep it fair. Let's see. Going first, we are going to have James for the Jesters. James,
you can do it.
Right.
Be awesome.
And your character is, you are Julius Caesar, and you are playing bingo. You are Julius Caesar. You are guys. You can stay on the screen because I'll spotlight people. It's all cool.
Right.
So, let's have a look. James, you are Julius Caesar playing bingo as suggested by Michael Tufnell, and here you go.
Et tu, Brute?
Freeze. I'm ever so sorry. Just because if we've got a couple of inexperienced players on this show, I haven't fully explained the rules. If you are not on the Jesters team, you can call out freeze if you think that he has broken either of these rules. If you correctly identify that he's broken a rule, that will be the end of the monologue. Okay? Now, if you're on the Jesters, you could call out freeze and just be honest. I may give a bonus point, I may not. But I do apologise, James. I will say you can start that again.
Did I break the rule? Is that why you stopped me?
No, you didn't.
What are the rules?
Right, so you're not allowed to repeat any words whatsoever.
Yep, that's fine.
And you're not allowed to hesitate. Okay. And here you go.
Et tu, Brute? For you. Numbers. I have called every single person here has betrayed me. Knives in the back, continuously. The first second.
Freeze. 24 seconds on the clock. What is the challenge?
You used the word "the" twice.
Oh, okay. So 24 seconds is your time there, James. Next.
I still love you.
We are going to have JJ. We're going to find a character for you. Please, our foster dog needs your votes to live, says Corey. Okay. So let's have a look here. Scythus says, I'm a cat lover, sorry. But okay, let's have a look here. And we've got here. What character? JJ, you are going to be Annie Wilkes from the movie Misery. And you are a babysitter. You are Annie Wilkes from the Stephen King movie Misery. You are a babysitter, and here you go.
Have a great resume but not worth much. Babysitting is my game. Name Annie. Will you employ such a creature? Please do. For heaven's sake. Celestial clouds will grow.
Freeze, Will.
Freeze. What's the challenge?
Will.
Repetition of the word will.
When? Will you employ me and just will now?
Oh, okay.
Get used to the word.
41 seconds.
One's a verb.
Excellent monologue there.
It doesn't matter. It goes just on the sound. So 2, 2, and 2. It doesn't matter, I'm afraid. Right. So next up for the Jesters, we are going to have.
Do I get a time?
Devanch.
24.
Yeah. No. 41 for JJ. 24 was James.
Yeah. Thanks for that, darling.
Okay. Listen. Devanch, you are going to be. You are going to be. Let's find a character that's. You are Cleopatra.
Oh.
And you are a milk delivery person, as suggested by Jeff on YouTube. You are Cleopatra, the milk delivery person, please, Devanch. And here you go.
I was once going for a delivery with my slaves. There were several houses to send milk to, and there were small animals all around.
There.
Freeze.
Sorry, freeze.
28
there
seconds.
Was, and there.
Yes, I
there
agree.
Tron.
28 seconds. Well done, Devanch. Next
It was
up,
lovely, though.
we are going to have
thank
Chris. Chris for the Mafia. Chris, I would like you to be. You are Hannah Montana visiting a clairvoyant. You are Hannah Montana visiting a clairvoyant. And here you go.
Well, there you are. A clairvoyant, unlike another. Thank you. I want more from this. Can we decide something together? Please. Please.
Freeze! Oh,
I was gonna call it on you because I wasn't sure if thank you one word or two.
Oh, okay. But it takes us away from some of our natural acting skills to repeat things for emphasis. So next up, we are going to have Ashley. Ashley for the Jesters, and you are going to be. You are Mickey Mouse dismantling a nuclear reactor, as suggested by Jonathan Jacob on YouTube. Mickey Mouse dismantling a nuclear reactor. And here you go.
Absolutely broken bomb, Goofy. What do I do?
Freeze.
I was more focused on trying to do the voice and then realised I can't do that.
12 seconds. 12 seconds.
I hit puberty last month, and since then I've not been able to go falsetto.
Congratulations.
Okay, so next up,
Thank you.
David.
Yes.
You are going to be. You are Winnie the Pooh in a betting shop. You are Winnie the Pooh in a betting shop. And here you go.
Put 10
On that beautiful steed, the horse named after Tigger. He bounds unlike any equine in Britain. Therefore, winnings shall increase dramatically. Winnie doth win. Biggins. Christopher Robin requests rent. Faster. Damnation. Last place. Prostitutes, though? Perhaps harlots.
Pauses.
1 minute 14. What was the challenge?
My call out was pauses. There was a lot. There was 2 large pauses.
Do you know, I didn't really think they would have been enough.
No.
So, I didn't think they were enough. I'm going to say an incorrect challenge. So, everything David said previously still carries over. But, David, continue. So, if he repeats anything he's already said, it carries over. But continue, please.
Hooker fellatio. Arms. Savage. Earth signs. Genitals require assistance orally.
Freeze.
What's the challenge?
Deviation of subject matter.
Unfortunately, that is not the rules of this game. You're thinking of Just a Minute. That's a very similar game, but that is not the rules of an extreme monologue. Incorrect challenge. David, continue.
Surrendering now. Winnie signs out.
Winnie.
Oh, there you go. And 8 more seconds there.
That was too stressful for me to keep going.
Okay, no, very well done. Very well done. We're going to have to get David and Danny O'George on the same show because that was spectacular. So,
David, what the hell?
next up, Hannah.
Okay.
Right, let's find a character for you. And you are going to be... Audience, you may need to give us another character or two because they are a little bit buried. As suggested by Al, you are Professor Brian Cox, running a seafront B&B during an S&M weekend. So you're...
Sorry?
Okay. You're Professor Brian Cox. You are running a seafront B&B during an S&M weekend. So you're running a bed and breakfast during a slave and master weekend, as suggested by our good friend Al. So you can thank Al for that.
Thanks, Al.
And here you go.
Thinking of space, time, sexiness. Come to me if you want. Room for all. Room 1.
Room.
21 seconds. Well done, Hannah. 21 seconds. So, next up, we're going to come to Augusto. And let's find you. Where are you? There you are. Let's find a character for you. You are going to be... you are Toad of Toad Hall. And you are giving a guided tour of your dungeon. You are Toad of Toad Hall. You are giving a guided tour of your dungeon. And here you go.
I am Toad. Fortunately, I
Freeze. 15 seconds. Repetition of I. Okay, so next up, Joanna. You are going to be... You are Lord Voldemort, and you are running for president. You are Lord Voldemort. You are running for president. And here you go.
I tend to forget my identity, so sometimes appear very different to what is expected. But plans for victory at the forthcoming election will not be affected by this.
Freeze. What's the challenge?
I will be affected.
Yes, 31 seconds. So, that means Corey, you will go next, penultimate one, and you are going to be. You are Alice. You are laying in bed all day in Wonderland. You are Alice. You are laying in bed all day in Wonderland, as suggested by Jignatia on YouTube. And here you go.
A boy can dream even from God. How just knowledgeable little men know. Okay? Perhaps question reality. Sister, tell me.
Unfortunately, at 30 seconds. So, last up for the Jesters, and this is the final active game of the show, will be Jen.
Okay, 3 minutes, babe. 3 minutes.
17 minutes, Jen. Good luck.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
right.
Let's have a look for a character for you. You are Kenneth Williams, shopping for a chainsaw, as suggested by Katie Tranter on YouTube.
Nice.
You are Kenneth Williams, and here you go.
Oh, behave! Chainsaws! Sharp! Whirring! Ooh! Noisy! Love them! Come over! Try this! Attach arms to the end! Come here!
Freeze.
Well,
Repetition of
that's Kenneth Williams for you.
37 seconds. Okay, so, audience, I will give some
WhatsApp for
bonus
hours.
points here. So, quite shockingly, the person with the longest time was David. So, David, bonus point for the Mafia there.
Thank you.
And just having a look at it.
Stuff given out.
It's not going to be enough even accumulatively. So overall, the Mafia, you get a second bonus point for the team with the longest time overall. Hang on one. Oh, actually, I forgot. Well, okay, give me a number from 1 to 6, please, Jesters. Hannah, can you give me a number?
4.
Okay. So actually, this doesn't make a difference, but I did say I'd do it. I had to discount one because you had one extra player. So even though you'd already lost this, yeah.
You've lost twice.
Yeah. Okay, so with that, audience, do not vote yet, but we are about to come to the final vote of the show. And this will give the final amount of points that will see who will go through to the grand finale. It will either be the Jesters or the Mafia. Either the Jesters or the Mafia. There have been bonus points awarded throughout the show. Now, these bonus points only for all of what you voted. If 20 of you voted for a team and that won that individual vote, that gave them 1 bonus point. But in this voting period, every vote you give will be counted and added onto the bonus points. Okay? So, in a moment, I will put a 2-minute timer on the screen. Any votes that come in before that timer will not be counted. Any votes that come in after the timer has ended will not be counted. In reality, you'll actually get ever so slightly longer than 2 minutes because I've got YouTube open, and when I see that 2 minutes has passed from the audience perspective, that is when I will call time. But I encourage you to get your votes in quick. As I mentioned earlier tonight, the other day we had a vote come in late, which would have meant that a team that lost would have been in a tie-breaking situation earlier in the championship. So every vote does count. Right. Now then, I will also remind our audience, because there has been little bits of signs of this tonight, and I may have to check it because I will in fact double check what I see tonight. If there are any double votes and performers, I will say this is for me to go through. Let's keep things feeling nice and friendly. I will check through them myself, even if it takes an extra minute. I will check through if there have been double votes. Audience, you're an amazing audience, and I value you a lot. But I will disallow votes. But I won't be singling people out. But I will just discount your votes if you vote more than once. I will also remind you, performers on the screen, you are not eligible to vote tonight. Other performers who may be taking part elsewhere in the championship, you can vote either for your friends or your enemies, or perhaps you want to vote your enemies, your rivals out. I won't hold that against you here. But performers on the screen, you cannot vote. So audience, get ready. You are either putting in, not the name of the performers, you are either putting in Jesters or Mafia. And voting, and also performers, use this time, encourage people to vote for you, tell anecdotes, tell jokes, whatever you want. Voting has not opened yet. There has been one vote just came through early, and someone else acknowledged it's come through early. Right, so voting is now open.
Vote for the Mafia because we're rubbish, especially if you're in the other semi-final.
Vote for us because we're the underdog.
We're not.
We are definitely the underdog.
We're
Up
not
against the
first.
top
Right,
team.
We have fewer friends watching this stream than the Jesters do.
Yeah, there's 27 million people in.
If you want to get naked to vote, that's fine.
Vote for the Jesters because the world is really negative and needs more of a laugh.
Yeah.
See, all the Indians have left, so we need votes now. I mean,
Vote
India.
Vote for the Jesters so I can be in the final on my birthday.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Truth as well. Truth. Unlike some people.
Vote for diversity. Vote for no pausing.
Vote for the Jesters not to take bra off.
Vote for life.
Them.
Don't get us thrown off the stream.
Vote for the Jesters and I won't take my bra off.
Oh, there we go.
No lie.
Thank God for that.
I mean, what a time to be alive, guys. What a time to... Did you watch Saturday Night Live on Saturday?
Yeah, don't double vote, guys. Don't double vote. I will be checking.
They made Maya Rudolph's outfit for Kamala Harris in 85 minutes. They tailored that
Okay, there is
suit.
at least one double vote. Please stop. I will start discounting.
Behave.
But also,
Get your face.
is that
Vote for the Jesters once. Vote for the
Hannah's
Jesters once.
mum.
Okay, I'm
Hannah's
now
mum
having
was
to discount a
all around.
vote. That's a third from one person.
Hannah's mum was the one that said, "Don't do that. Stop it." Jenny McGowan. Dad.
Jenny McGowan is in Wales at the moment, so hello Wales.
I was thinking the valleys, they're marvellous.
She's
Fantastic.
in Aberystwyth, would you believe?
She in Aberystwyth, is she?
Yes, in Aberystwyth.
Okay, audience, that is 2 minutes. That is 2 minutes. No more votes that come through will be counted. But performers, continue to entertain us with your puppets or your nose flutes, whatever else. I do need to go through this.
I also, what I love about our viewers, and Jen, your nasal talents are, again, flawless, is that people like Vanessa as well, and like Elkie kind of like stop it with their double voting. And also Elkie's just said, that darn nose flute. You know, I think she's talking about David. I don't know.
I've got a nose flute as
Thanks,
well.
Elkie.
Elkie.
Okay.
I'll have a kazoo.
All I've got is a lazy eye and flat feet.
Someone's voted for the Jesters 12 times.
What? No, they
Oh, sabotage.
Who's Angela Langley?
JJ, I said we're not calling people out. I'm
I
handling it.
wasn't talking to you. I was talking to others.
Okay, I'm going to mute you though. So, I said we're not calling out our audience.
Also, Corey, I love that we've had this sort of like a tete-a-tete created. Can we in the future?
David actually doing something constructive or just staring at the ceiling for a finite amount of time?
I'm going through the votes. I'm going through
Joanna,
the
that's
votes.
my love life. That's my love life. Just stare at the ceiling and
Joanna, that's David's thinking face.
Is it?
Okay.
Serious.
So, okay, I have been through the votes. I have been through the votes, and let me just double check what we've got here. Okay, we have a decisive victory. So, audience, I want to thank you for all of your votes, all of your suggestions along the way. But it is now time to announce who will be going through to the grand finale. Drum roll, please. Going through to the grand finale is the Jesters. Well done. Well done. Well done. Thank you very much, audience. Thank you so much.
Good job.
So, good job, everyone. Well played. Well played. So, audience, thank you so much. Put any final comments you've got through for our performers. Congratulate and say anything nice that you'd like to anyone here. We will read them out at the end of the stream. But for now, let's find out where you can find each of our performers on social media, starting with our Mafia. Augusto, where can the people find you?
Hi, so thanks for the opportunity. And, well, tough game tonight, innit? Well, you can find me on Instagram. Just type my name, Augusto. You will find me there. My face there. And on YouTube, too. There was Harry. There's parody that been created. And the name of the channel on the YouTube is Augusto, too. So, yeah.
Thank you very much, Augusto. Where can we
Subscribe
find
to
you?
Augusto.
David, where can the people find you?
Well, I'm part of Improv Chattanooga, and we perform every Friday evening. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you. We perform every Friday evening, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, I think GMT, that's going to be very early in the morning, but if you happen to be up, come watch us. You might actually see a couple of the people who performed tonight or at previous shows in that show. So, yeah, keep an eye out.
Fantastic. Thank you, David. Next up, can we please hear from JJ? Where can the people find you?
Not in the final.
Okay.
No, it's all right. They were very good. I congratulate our opposition and wish them the best of luck. I am JJ Hazan on Facebook. I am actually on Ewan Henderson Actor YouTube channel because we do a bit of a double act occasionally. And you can see me there playing various characters with hats.
Amazing. Chris, where can the people find you?
People can find me on YouTube at the Lakeview. We do film festivals, 48-hour film festival, for example, and also under Green Screen Guys. We do a little news show that's for fun.
Okay, thank you very much. And where is Corey? So, Corey, where can we find you?
I've given up improv, so subscribe to Cappy Fab's YouTube page finally.
But can we see you without your top on?
Yes, if you subscribe to Cappy Fab, you can see him shirtless for sure.
Wow, fantastic.
Thank you.
Okay, fantastic. Are we going to actually see you, Corey, or?
That's That's it.
This is better.
Okay, so now for our jesters. Jen, where can the people find you?
Hello, thank you so much for voting. I perform with Tiny Stories Improv and Improvoki Improv, and lots of other places. I've just actually joined the Boss Birds as well. Yay! Who are amazing with Hannah, so yeah, check us out as well. Thank you.
Okay, so next up, Joanna, where can the people find you?
I'm going to break with them all. They can't. I don't do social media. I do the occasional session with Liverpool Improv online, but that's it, I'm afraid.
Okay, thank you very much.
Mystery.
Hannah. Where can the people find you?
You can find me in the final. Also skydiving onto my bed. You can also find me at Boss Birds Improv with the wonderful Jen Jester. Improv Chattanooga, a part of the international team, which is epic. Extreme, do stuff with them quite a lot. With you quite a lot. That's right, isn't it? Anyway, at Hannah_McGowan X on social media, Instagram and Twitter. And well done, Mafia. I think you're all fantastic.
Aww. Ashley, where can the people find you?
Hi, everyone can find me in Southend. Just go down the high street and that's where you can follow me. I don't have any comedy professional accounts, although I'm going to probably try and create one at some point. But I have been commenting in the things, so feel free to add me on Facebook. That'd be nice. I'm A Edwards SLT on Instagram, where I share some stuff, but I just share a lot of I'm a speech and language therapist in my professional career, in my full-time job. And I do a lot of speech language therapy stuff and dementia stuff on there. And I am part with James. I am part with Laughter Academy in Southend, which is a wonderful course that's which is only an hour outside of London, a bit further for you if you're in Mumbai. But it's a 10-week course for people that have never done improv in their lives, because we believe that everyone can do it if you just learn to let go of your adult and become a child again. And then we put shows on with those people, and it's good fun. I think that's it.
Thanks very much. James, where can the people find you?
Yes, just like Ashley, I am Southend based and I do improv with the Laughter Academy, and they are a really, really lovely team. Whilst we're in the virtual land, you can type in James Little on YouTube or Facebook, and that is where you'll find all me, or in the shadowy depth of my room. It's very dark here.
Okay, fantastic. And Devansh, where can the people find you?
You can find me at Devansh Kodak on Instagram. I'm also part of a small amateur improv group called the Improvisers. So if anyone would like to join, it's just a random Zoom group. And yeah, I'm also on LinkedIn, since no one's plugging that. Yeah, I'm there as well.
Okay, fantastic stuff. For myself, my name is David Pstansky. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at David Pstansky, which is spelt Pustansky. You can also pick up a copy of the Extreme Improv Big Book of Improv Games, which says how to play over 100 short-form improv games, but there were a couple of games tonight which may not have been in here. But there is over 100 on here that we regularly play on Extreme Improv, and you can get it as a paperback or Kindle edition from Amazon all the way around the world. So let's see what we've got. Final comments in the comment section. And there you go, Corey, love it. We have here that we've got, well done, Jesters, says Gemma Longhurst on Facebook. Thank you all, said Ashley. Jenny says, woohoo! Marty Gordon says, Corey, did you make those puppets yourself? We'll never know. One of the best shows ever, says Sandra O'George. Lots of love to you all, says Katie Tranter on YouTube. Congrats, Jesters, says Marty. You were all fantastic. Great show, says Ewan Henderson Actor on YouTube. Go and click that subscribe button, guys. SWAT Deeds says, I feel like I should have voted for the Mafia to start tiebreaker. Hee hee. Well done, everyone. Great show again, says Hugh on YouTube. Well done, Jesters, says Sandra. Subscribe to Ewan Henderson Actor, says SWAT Deeds. Andrew Whittington says, clap, clap. Marty says, poor JJ. The Gallant Hero says, brilliant as always, everyone's a winner. JJ says, thanks everyone, good luck to Jesters in final. Awesome guys, well done, loved it. Joanna, great addition, says Jeff. So let's have a look. What an ad for Cap. Oh yeah, we for what Corey did. Oh my god, now we've got Assad on the screen. Right. And let's have a look what else. Good luck, Jesters, in the final, says JJ again. Good night all, says Michael Tufnell. Congratulations, Jesters, says Annette Edwards. Also, subscribe to Good News Toronto, says SWAT Deeds. Assad says, really excited to see Team John Cena in the finals. Eva Martini says, Jesters, yay. And with that, guys, thank you so much. I'm going to remind you that to find out who the Jesters will be facing in Thursday's grand finale, do tune in tomorrow, as we will have the second and final semi-final round to find out who will be against the Jesters. It's the Vampire Penguins and it is the Biscuit Patrol. I almost said Biscuit Control again. I keep doing that. Biscuit Patrol. And do find that tomorrow night. There's still more guest shows coming up. You can find all of the schedule at extremeimprov.co.uk. And so with that, I thank you all. I bid you a good night. Good night, good luck, and stay extremed. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Okay, and we are off